everybody. All right, and we are live, everybody. Hope everyone's having a wonderful Thursday morning. Beautiful day. The weather has come back into a summer feel here on the East Coast. And yeah, we don't have to go, because it gets cold here, guys. 48 degrees a couple nights ago. Yeah. What's going on, Muser? How everybody feeling? How's everybody doing today? Talk of the town. Let's get into Bitcoin dominance. Let's just start off really fast. I'm going to kind of streamline things for you guys. I think there's a lot of talking. Me and you, I just want to really give you guys what you need right off the bat. I'm going to kind of start the show with Bitcoin dominance every day, and then Bitcoin, and then we're going to get into requests, and then we're going to go from there. What is going on, 007 MP5? Nice to have James Bond in the room today. Okay, let's get into it. Now, Bitcoin dominance. Let's get it to the 4 hour. See what we're seeing. So we were in that wedge, as we all remembered. We can't forget. And then there was a bit of a bull flag here. As we can see, we can zoom in on it here. Kind of faked out a breakout of the bull flag and came back into the pattern. I see this a lot lately, even on the 1 minute chart when I was scalping uni. What we do see, though, is we see the double bottom right here where the price has come to a line in the sand, right? And it's like, no, we're not going to go any lower. Still kind of flagging here, too. So and as long as we stay above this line here at 61.58, it's still bullish because it's technically still working its way through this bull flag, and it could break out yet again. 21-day moving average crossing looking very bullish as well. Let's look at it on the daily. On the daily, it just had a cross, and it's kind of halfway through its momentum move. So that could tell us that hopefully we'll get some white soon, and it could start to cool off. So that's a good thing for the daily, right? We were oversold, though, when we're moving up. But there's no divergence. You can see the divergence. There was a little bit here. You can see RSI was moving up as that was going down, and boom. Yes, you had your divergence. Okay, now let's get into Bitcoin. Gave you guys basically the update. I find my voice is lower the earlier in the morning. As the day goes on, it tends not to be as low, but is that weird? And what is that all about? Why are men's voices so low in the morning? Okay, so check it out. I got some bass in there, though. I got some deep bass in there. I don't use it all the time, but I can use it when I need it. No, all right, guys, so check it out. See, it comes out there when I'm saying certain things. Radio voice. Hi, and welcome to another episode of Crypto Lifer. Here we're going to bring you Bitcoin and the price. Okay, so here we go. What's looking at Bitcoin, and it's sitting here really nicely, bouncing off of support and holding. I mean, it seems to just really want a range here. Let's look at it on the 30-minute because that's going to show the range a lot better of how sideways Bitcoin has been and how long it's been that way. And what do we see happening? Well, it's in a messy pattern, to say the least, right? But we could almost make this, what I'm going to do is start fresh because it just gets messy for me to look at. And we'll go to the 12 hour and we'll look for our support and resistance. This is how you would trade, guys. This is how I trade. Before I get into any asset, I just start building these support and resistance lines where I see the price has had an issue or has come to a resistance or support line. We also see we have two triangles kind of forming. As you can see, we have this giant triangle here, which I keep drawing for you guys, but you guys should definitely draw this triangle out on your own. If you're not, I don't know what you're doing. I don't know if that sounds rude, but what I mean is just draw this triangle because it doesn't matter what trade you're going to be in. This triangle is going to help you understand where you're at in the market. So we never came back into the pattern, which is great. Okay. And you can see that we're starting to flag a little bit here. In my opinion, we had this flag that broke down. And now we're kind of in a rising wedge, as you can see here. And we're at the bottom of the pattern. Let's look at that rising wedge and kind of zoom in on it and see what we feel from that. Okay, so there's a chance this just starts beginning to channel in here. Just very similar to, remember when we were in this upper channel here, okay, which eventually did break out. So are we in a similar, like we fell down, then we booming up. We fell down, then we're booming up. It's kind of a fractal idea here. Because we're moving back up into the pattern. So, but I do see us holding. Basically, this is strong support here at 9984, 10,000 region. Really, huge region of support. So, as long as we hold 10,000, to me, it's bullish. I would like to see the weekly candle close above 10,500. Let's see this last candle. It closed here at 10,340. Not good. A weekly candle too. So the last weekly candle we closed here at 10.99, and so look, the last few weeks, check it out. It's kind of good to see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The last 9 weeks. So 9 weeks ago we closed at this price here at 10,340. Okay, no way, that's not the price we're at. 10,000, 11,000 we closed. A week after that, we closed at 11.6. Then a week after that, we closed at 11.9. Then we began to close low, 11. But we bounced back and we closed at 11.7. And then there was that huge drop. We closed at 10.2. Then we started to close at 10.3. Then we closed at 10.9. And now we're back to closing 10.3. So a bit of a story there for Bitcoin and what's going on. I can't believe we haven't rolled over yet. Honestly, after this huge candle, the fact that we keep getting bought up, these big wicks here on the weekly, tells me there's high demand for Bitcoin. We could be on the precipice of an economic collapse. Honestly, I think we're like either 2 years or 4 months, somewhere in there. I know I can't predict exactly, but something big is going to happen in the U.S. markets and globally, with money printing and people all around the world. Even though the layman now knows that he doesn't want to be in fiat currency. Before it was only more like the expert and someone like who was really focused or nerd, like, you know, been studying this stuff. But now it's like the layman. Even the layman doesn't want to be in fiat currency. What's going on, Hadouken? How you feeling? Aim it. I think I'm saying it right now. Aim it. It. So, what is the play for the day? So we see Bitcoin holding. Will it go down? Will it go up? Now let's check out Link bouncing off support here. Seems to be breaking out of a falling wedge. It has broke out, but look at the sell pressure there. Just couldn't hold that candle. Let's look at the 1 hour to see how well it's breaking out. Could possibly be retesting support right here, which is a green line. You can see it's 857. Actually, it's not 857. It is expanded, so I can see my green. 851. And you can see we bounced here, we bounced here, and we're bouncing again. Strong support, and it's good that we broke above it. You can see it's a bit of a head and shoulder, head, kind of a shoulder here too. So that was a bullish pattern, inverse head and shoulders we broke out of on the 1 hour. These allergies are killing me lately, guys, so just bear with me. Okay, so yeah. So Link, man, I still see the climate, the trading climate is very, what's going on, Mark? How's everything going, man? Thank you so much for joining the stream. I see like the trading climate is still very, very iffy. I'm giving it a 5 today, even like a 4.5, because we just don't know when Bitcoin will roll. Like say you were playing Atom and you got into Atom a few days, like let's see, 4 days ago at 407. You may have been stopped out. Maybe you got back in, traded this V-shaped curve, and you'd be right back. A week later, you'd be right back where you started. And that's kind of the case with a lot of these coins. Right here, you would have played this breakout. Week later, you're right back where you started. You know, you played this breakout on September 17th. So I'm just building you a picture of the markets today. And so this didn't break out, right? YFII down to 22,000. Can you believe that? All the way from those highs of 44. Seems like it's hitting support here, though, in this area where it hit support here, too. You can see this is a support region. And guys, you just got to take it easy, take it slow. And all you got to do is really stick to your support and resistance. Work on your fibs. This is a double top, very bearish as well, right? You see that. You pull a fib on it just to get an idea, but you can see it's 100% retrace from that idea, right? All the way back down, 100%. So there, I would delete that, and I would probably just take my fib from down here because I'm trying to get an idea of why and how we stopped. And yeah, there you go, the 618. So now we're in the golden pocket, the 618 and the 0.5 Fibonacci, which is a perfect time to accumulate. And you could see that come right into here. So look, we have support, and we're in the golden pocket. So definitely a good time to accumulate YFI. But again, we don't know what market sentiment is. We don't know if the entire total market cap is going to lose billions, right? So we don't, it's very sketchy time right now for crypto, even for the regular markets. We're going to get into the Dow as well. We're going to look at gold. I think gold will rebound after 1860. I think that will be the buy, but we're going to look at that and see for sure what the chart's saying. So 2305 on YFI. And then YFFI is probably following the same suit here if we look at it here alphabetically. YFFI, now that just keeps falling into a wedge, right? Over and over again. And one would have said, oh, wow, about the oversold bounce down here. And look, the price went even lower and it's not oversold. But what we do see, look, we see bearish, bullish divergence. And what is bullish divergence? It means the price swings are going low, below the price here. But here the RSI is going up. It tells you that the trend should continue and this should actually go up when you see bullish divergence. It doesn't always play out, but it's a good indication of a trend reversal. We also do have declining volume. With declining price tells you that a reversal is on its way. And we're also back here at the same level of support, very similar to YFII. Right here at 2009.84. It's kind of a line in the sand. Also forming a giant double bottom, as you can see. This would be a textbook accumulation buy right now. And 100% retrace from that pump up, you can see, because we're up, we're down. I don't really need to pull a fib. If you want me, I will, but you can just see it's. And how did I know that already? It's just obvious, right, guys? Look, we're up, we're down as far as we're up. So we know that is, you know, look at that. Past the 886 down to 100%. 100% retrace. So you've retraced 100% from your high of 7,000. So that tells you, I mean, how much more can it go down? But it is, the thing is, it's yearn and it's a fine, and people jumped into the bubble. So the bubble could have been, like the foundation of this could be lower than the bubble, right? So people jumped in and then it's like, well, you know, whatever. Can you look into algo? I think there's a bullish divergence. Yeah, for sure. Let's get into algo right now. But yeah, YF5, we do see hidden bullish divergence. So mark that on your radar on the 1 hour. On the 4 hour, we're kind of spent here on the MACD. We had our cross, but still could be some more momentum here. And it's in a falling wedge, which you could be breaking out of as well. So just keep this on your radar, YFI, possibly kind of breaking out. Let's get into algo. I liked algo a couple weeks ago. Haven't looked at it in a while. Let's see how little algo is doing. It's weird I don't have it here because I trade algo a lot. Algo, Tether, Huobi, Binance, USDT, Binance. Okay. So here we go. 27.5 cents. Falling down. We do see some. You guys are good, man. You guys are really getting really good at your divergences. I'm proud of you all. Because if all of us know our divergences really well, then we can be a very, very strong team, right? So the plan is to just, you know. Yeah, you know, Algo is based here in Boston, and I sent them a resume recently, and I'm trying to work for them. Kind of an idea in my mind here. They're based here in the city of Boston, and yeah, they have a company, they have an office and everything, and just hard, man. Going into an office now with COVID, COVID makes everything more difficult. Like, I moved to a new city, and it just made my life more difficult, right? Like, had I come to Boston at a regular time in life, like, I wouldn't have had any of the hardships or pitfalls that I've been going through. And it's been tough, I'll be honest. But you know what? It made me choose crypto as my one and only. And hey, it's got to work now. Let's look at algo. As you can see, we're all in, I mean, all cryptos are in this falling wedge, and it could get worse. So there was a wedge that we fell out of, in my opinion. Honestly, though, I just want to show you guys something. How uncannily does this look? Just look at this for a second. I've been trading with another group of traders, and they've been obsessed with the fractals and showing me fractals. And the more and more they keep showing to me, they say it's the same pattern over and over again. And it really is. Look, this is the run up of Bitcoin on algo. 20K, run down. And if you don't believe me, let's just look at the Bitcoin chart just for one split second, and we will get thoroughly back into algo. We're not leaving algo, but let's just get into the Bitcoin chart for a second, and you can see, like, we'll get into that daily chart. And look, there's the run up, the down, and then that trough, right? Look at that big trough. It looks just like algo right now. Sorry, I don't want that. See that? And now we'll go back down to algo. And we have to zoom out of it a little bit. But this is what I'm seeing, right? On the 4 hour, it looks a lot like it. The run up and this trough. Except Bitcoin went up. This did not. This is continuing down. Different. That's the only difference in the fractal. But those are those bar patterns upside down, as you can see right there. Yeah, so we do see bullish divergence right now starting to play out. And I try to look for it in other time frames as well to see how well it was playing out. Can't see it there. You got to really find it on these downward wedges. So here would be one right here. Price went down, but we were going up here on the RSI. Okay, and then let's try to see, are we here? Like, are we right here right now? Because technically that was the move on exactly there is where it started to make its move up. Now, again, due to the lack of volume and the lack of movement here lately, what's going on is, what I see now is this could pop, but it may only just hit the top of the trend line. Like, the divergence may not play out as strong. I've been seeing that as well. So just bear with that idea, because it's not guaranteed to play out, but we will backtest the idea, right? All right, I just wanted to check, because the stream, it says that there's one person watching right now, but I know there's more. So it's weird. I don't know. I've never seen that happen. So something weird on my but please, we got 9 people, and we have that awesome person that likes to come in and hit the unlike button. I love that guy. That guy keeps me fighting every day. He wants me to go even harder. So if you're here, please hit the like button. Whoever hit this unlike button is kind of corny. No, I see 9 now, but in my back end, oh, it flipped now. Okay, cool. So thank you guys so much. So what I see for algo basically is, yes, it's a possibility we could get into it. We do see pink, and we have a cross coming. This could be the beginning of a nice move. I'm playing cautious. I'm putting in larger amounts for smaller time frames, because I found that I can make the same amount I used to make without having to be in the trade as long. And I know it's risky, and I know you do have to have a larger bag. And but I'll do a whole master class on scalping with a large bag. Spot scalping with a large bag. And I basically back test and show you what I've been doing a lot on Friday and yesterday to make some coinage. So we do see somewhat of a double bottom here. That's kind of when the pain ends. You could call these double bottoms slightly, but they're more slanted. This one is they're getting really close to each other. And we do see the bullish divergence playing out right here, already kind of popping. But we do see the curve. I just don't. This could keep going down. We can pull a Fibonacci retracement on these two. And now the fibs are almost pointless, honestly, because once fibs blast through a 618 and they really fully retrace damn near 100%. I mean, look, this is retraced 100%. Very rare that a stock or asset will go down even more. But look, if we pulled the fib here, it did, right? It went down way past 100%. It went like 120% down from that pump. You can see we had our head and shoulders, head, shoulder, shoulder. That played out. You know, just keep looking at those patterns, man. Play the patterns. Keep the patterns printed out on your desk. Keep a divergence cheat sheet printed out on your desk. You do that all the time. Those two things alone are going to change your trading life all the time. You know, eventually you won't even need them. You'll be able to see them all the time. You know, you'll just know. Like, you guys are getting good at it. Like, because you're on the channel every day and you're not playing games. See, it's sad. Crypto is not something you can dabble with. Either you're going to go all in and learn as much as you can, or you should stay out. Because if you don't, if you want to dabble, I think you're going to lose a lot of money. It's not like a dabble thing. It's not like, oh, I'll just trade a little crypto here and there. Some people are good at compartmentalizing their crypto life into sections and then doing, and that's cool. Like, oh, I like Link. I'm going to buy Link every couple months. I'm going to look at the price. I'm going to do a little bit of charting, and I'm going to find out where I see it's lower. And I'm not going to get too mad about my DCAs, right? And that's it. Let's get into Iris for my man. Actually, right before I get into Iris, let's look at the 1 hour on Algo. Is it making any more moves? See, the 1 hour kind of indicate where we're going. The 30-minute starting to pop a little bit. We do see a little movement, but we're hitting resistance here. We're gonna hit resistance here on the 30-minute. I'm spending 3 hours Saturday morning just looking for bearish divergence, studying. You're the man, dude. Very smart. Yeah, literally, just sit there and make sure you can identify divergence over and over and over again. I did like Link last night. Something told me, you know what? I should get that Link. But, you know, it was just the client. Even if you had made a good trade last night, don't pat yourself on the back, because, honestly, this isn't the greatest time to be trading, right? So many more coins are going to pop off. It's going to be way easier to trade when this market is ripping. Not bad today, though. Look, AVAX 12%, Sand up 12%, Synthetics up 11%, Cocos up 10%, Uni back to 480. What is Uni doing, man? We're going to get into Uni. I'm going to talk about Uni too. Let's look at Iris right now. DREP, Balancer, everything's trying to break out of these falling wedges. I'd like to see them just get above their moving averages and start fresh and clean. Right now, I don't know why that ended up there. Yeah, you can move your indicators all around. I like RSI and MACD like this. Some people might like them on the top. I don't know why, but that's their preference. Here we're getting hit by the 21-day moving average. So you can see moving average become resistance. So then we got to break through all of them. It's just an annoying long trade. And unless some whale pops your coin, which is going to happen to the right coin, and then you're going to beat yourself up because you weren't in it. And that's just not the way to trade, right? It's not the way to trade. Everything doing a little bit of a pop today, though. We're getting a little bit of a pop. Even DOT. I was looking at DOT last night. And the reason I'm looking at DOT is, look, see, we're in this double bottom as well. If we look at the daily, not much information there. 6 hour, we're having our cross here on the bottom of the trend line. But honestly, like, the buy here was 395, and we may not get that much of a move. Here we're coming to that 21-day moving average again. This looks like it will double bottom. Look, double bottom, double bottom, double bottom. Looking very bullish. Again, though, remember, it's the sixth biggest coin. I don't know how it got to be the sixth biggest coin that fast. Honestly, that's a bit crazy. So, and it's going to move like XRP at this point, you know, and I didn't realize that. The other day I was looking at the coins and I was like, holy schmolies. I had no idea that this was the sixth biggest coin, right? So because of that, it's not going to move that well. Like, it will and it won't, right? So let's look at the market sentiment on the day. Bitcoin down 1.4%, Ethereum down 1%, Tether down 0.05. I don't like anything like that. Stay evens. XRP 22 cents. The Banker's Coin, Bitcoin Cash, Polkadot at 6, coming in at 6. We didn't even know about this coin like a month and a half ago. and now it's already the 6th biggest coin. That's insane. That's something that really didn't happen in 2017. Coins would come up, they'd get into 30, then they'd get to 20, this thing kind of came out of nowhere. To get all the way to 6, to pass Chainlink that fast, it did it on the low without anyone really realizing it too. You know, volume at only 500 million today though. Look at Chainlink's volume at 1.9 billion. So Chainlink's volume is outpacing Polkadot's volume. Why does Polkadot have a bigger market cap? You know why? It's due to the DeFi, right? It's due to people locking liquidity. Because people are locking liquidity, I think that's why it's holding such a large market cap. So if this keeps dropping and people get scared, they can sell it off, and you could see this so that's why I think DeFi coins could flip. Like they could go all the way back to 20 overnight. Because the reason people are in them isn't for the utility of the coin as much as it is for the farming of it. And once the farming's gone, they're out. Like they don't care anymore. Another thing is wrapped Bitcoin. This is like you can put your Bitcoin on collateral and then get a wrapped Bitcoin given to you. Then you can use that to stake. I don't know if you can lose your Bitcoin doing that though. So that just worries me. But that's just something to keep on your radar. There's wrapped ETH, wrapped Bitcoin now. All this stuff is wrapped. It's like a secondary play on your original asset. Pretty interesting. Uniswap already at 36 with a $460 million market cap and $1.5 billion traded today. Let's see who is trading the most, who had the most volume. So Bitcoin at 46 billies today, 24. Tether's second volume. Ethereum, EOS. EOS with that much volume. Interesting, right? 2.4 billion. It barely moves though. Like, why does it have so much volume? I guess, you know what? It does have a lot of utility. And if you look at it, it's the most active. I believe it is the most active blockchain with the most, the most hash rate of any blockchain. You could verify me of that, but I believe EOS is the most active blockchain on the market. Chainlink, 1.9 billion, 867 now, making a bit of a move. They say it's higher than my record say, 422. Looks like the market's starting to kind of come back a little bit today. Let's look at the total market cap too. If you need the total market cap, you go to Total 2 or Total, and that's going to give you the total market cap. Thank you guys so much for joining here. We have 12 people in the chat. Really, really appreciate it. Throw that like button just to get more people that are like us. Like, we want our group to become stronger. Hit the like button for you, so you might meet someone that you like in my chat group, right? Wow, now Uni's starting to pump here, and it's sitting. This is where I like to see Uni starting to do its thing. So this is how I'm going to show you live how I was scalping Uni, and where I was scalping Uni, and how I was scalping Uni yesterday. Because I think I threw a lot at the Telegram channel, and it's hard to keep up with me. And I had to do it really fast, and it was like, whoa. So the first thing I did was I would watch Uni, and I would say none of this was happening, and I see this falling wedge. So I'd come into Uni, and I'd be like, oh, seems to be doing well. So I just start drawing patterns. So I look at an asset, and I start drawing patterns. Once I saw a break out of here, then I drew this pattern. And it broke out of that. And it broke out of that. And then around here, so now I'm seeing it up. Then it comes down, but then it came back up. And now when I see the bull pennant is when I saw an uptrend. And I see the bull pennant. If you can recognize it, I recognize these immediately now. It's right here. Boom. One of my favorite patterns to trade because it's the 1, 2, 3 touch. Look, 1, 2, 3, 3 touches on the bottom. So I basically, and then I zoom in on this. Like, I make it like my whole world, okay? And what I would do was, right around here, I would act like I was going to buy, like, and then basically I would, once the pattern was halfway through, I would have to assume that it was going to either break out here or come back down. When it didn't break out, I was ready. And I basically would have my trend line drawn, just like so. I'd have 3 commas open. I'd basically get the buy and sell orders ready. I'd basically look, I'd say, well, it's got to come back down to the trend. And so that price is going to be 538. I wouldn't go exactly though. I'd be like 534 or 530, something like that. and I would watch the price. And when the price came down and it wicked, and the second I saw the wick snap back to the line, I would press the buy order. So I'd watch this wick right here. Now, I was using $14,000 to do this. So let me show you how I did it and how I was able to manage my risk. So I'd wait for I'd see the wick. You'll see the wick. It'll actually occur. The price will come down and then you'll wick back up. And that's when I press the buy button. And then right when I press the buy button, I slap in my 2% stop loss, which means I can only lose 280. 1.9 there, which means I can only lose 280 bucks on the trade. And to put 14,000 at risk and to only be risking, 200 bucks, and then now look what happens. And then I ride it. It comes back down. A lot of times it will retest. Don't get scared. It'll retest this top trend line. I see it all the time. That will wick you up. But by this point, you're already that far away. Your stop loss is down here. And it starts to move. And then you just start raising. By the time I break out of the pattern and I'm at this candle, the stop loss is back to 0. So in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes, I have minimized risk back to 0 completely. Okay, and then I let the trade run. Sometimes, yeah, sometimes you're not guaranteed this pump up. So what you do is you take profit here, or you watch this and see. What you do is you understand that there's a range of support and resistance. You use the support and resistance range, which is right here. You can see it. And I move it where I know it's going to play, which is right around here. And you can see, look, price came up, didn't get through. Price came up, didn't get through. Price came up, got rejected here, but now it's support. This should hold support. And I play on that idea. And look, it did hold support. So then I am ready. And if it breaks the support, I'm going to market sell right here. And I have my hand on the market sell button the whole time in case I have to market sell, because I'm not going to lose. There's a lot of money on the table. Then it comes up, and then you just ride this. And look how nicely this occurred. Look how the gains that came out of this on the 1 minute chart too. And some people say, oh, you can't. And boom, 25% on 14,000. I didn't nail that. I sold this a little early. Pissed about that. But you know what? These are moves. So weeks later, and what you can do is you just keep drawing patterns here and playing them out. And then you use the MACD in confluence. So here you have a falling wedge. So I would identify the pattern. I'd be somewhere, the price would be somewhere in here. Again, I'm zooming in to the 1 minute chart as if it's my whole world. And then look, as the blue line curves, I'm going to buy the bottom and I'm going to watch this wick. When the wick comes up, I'm going to snatch it. When the wick comes up, I'm going to grab that wick as it closes. I'm going to get into the order right there. And then I'm going to put my stop loss 2% below the trend line. Right here. Right as I get into the trade. And boom, look. I guess I'm perfecting how to buy the bottom on the 1 minute chart. Yeah. Cody on the move. What up, Kevin? How's everything going, man? Thank you guys so much. Thank you for coming into the live stream. Kevin's one of the first people I met in CBC. Awesome. I'm Irish, so when I saw an Irish last name, I took a liking to the guy, and there was some few late nights that he was up, I was up, and there'd be some times where we would be the only one in the chat or just a few of us, and he's just a name that sticks out in my mind as one of the first people that I remember working with in this crypto space, So here again, yesterday, I played this as well, and trying to see where I found the move. So I was watching it and I said, you know what? This looks like it's going to change trend. Somewhere around here. No, that was yeah. So last night we had a pump up to 5. Anyway, I just wanted to break it down for you guys of how to scalp uni. Like here's another one. Last night I did this. So you draw this triangle, and when this wick came down, I bought into this wick right here. It seems like a fantasy because my stop losses are just not getting hit. I'm using such a systematic way to get in. And look, we're still using the system that I've always talked about, which is buying in the pink as the blue line curves. You know, Cody on the move. Let's see Cody. I like Cody, man. One of my favorites. Ooh. Oh yeah, definitely that V-shaped recovery. And you could do the same thing with Cody. What I liked about Uni though is we weren't having any gaps. Here we're having some gaps. But here you would do the same thing here. Draw a flag. You just keep identifying bull patterns and you'd be like, you know what, if this breaks out of the bull flag, which it did, and then you say, well, where's your target? You pull your pole, put your pole up here. Also with confluence with this idea, and when you're playing with that big of money and you're scalping, you should be just taking quick hits. You want 1 to 3% over and over again. That's what you're going for. Here you would have bought the bottom of the trend line if you could have 1.7% gains already. Let's look at it on the 4 hour for like a regular idea. I'm gonna actually look at Cody. We'll break it down as if I've never traded it before. We're gonna delete all my old work, even though I had some there. We're gonna look at it on the 12 hour, and we're gonna start with our support and resistance lines. I'm gonna show you exactly how I trade. So before I even get into a trade, I'm looking at the asset and I'm making support and resistance lines wherever I can. Wherever I see the price is like right here, more general in the 12 hour. I just want to see a nice range. I want to understand what's going on with the price, why it's doing what it's doing. Okay. On top of that, now, once I have a clear picture, I pull a Fibonacci retracement on it, get an idea of where it's sitting. And you can see we are at this, past the 706, we're at the 786, so a 78% retrace on Cody. Bit of a double bottom here on the RSI as well. Bottom, lining up with the same line here on that, what is my 30, 20? Yeah, my 20 line. Or the 30 line, actually. 70, 30. Yeah, 70, 30 is my RSIs. So, now, we're about to have a cross on the 12 hour, and it looks like we're getting oversold on the daily. Tells you that this will turn around. I am worried about Bitcoin rolling over as well, though. So like that, just I keep bringing up every day. I like to look at the market and give the market a number, and that number means like, what is the idea that all the trades that I'm in today will go well, right? Like what are the odds that all the trades that I'm into will go well? And today I'm going to give it like a 4.5. Like I think there's a 40% chance. Like I don't like the market sentiment today. It's not amazing, right? I'm not saying you won't get into a coin and it won't go up. It's just the overall picture isn't great. Like if you were going out fishing and there was hundreds of fish in the sea, or there's only 100, there was 1,000 or there's only 100. Like you'd rather fish when there was 100. Today is one of those days where there's just less fish in the sea. There's going to be more scared beginners who aren't going to be able to trade as much. So that's going to take some volatility and some volume out of the market. If this market was ripping, you'd see newbies throwing money left and right. And that would be more volume and more volatility. So already, you know, you're playing. And so then you say, okay, so we take out retail. So who's left? Well, it's like, you know, semi-pro traders like me, amateur pro traders, and then institutions. And then guys who are probably at work working for Goldman Sachs and they got charts open and they're trading crypto on the low behind their boss's back, right? So in my opinion, you're fighting against a harder group of people. When there's tons of noobs in the market, that's why noobs make money, because there's other noobs doing noob things. So a noob can get in on a green candle like he shouldn't, and then another noob will buy that green candle an hour later, and that noob can sell out. So you can do all these horrible plays that are bad for trading, and you can make money. And I'm not saying that's great, but I am saying it's good for the market, and it helps out, and it brings more liquidity, and it brings more volume. So I look in the 4 hour for and we do have a double bottom with a curve coming. Look at that. So this is telling me that Cody does want to break out. We're holding that level of support, and we're kind of done with the retrace. It's 70% retrace. But you know what? This could keep going. Like, are you catching a falling knife is the question. That's another reason why I like playing those 1 minute charts, because I can see, like right now, we're going to get in the chart and then wait hours to see if this will play out. On the 1 minute chart, we can just do it immediately. Like we can see if the move is going to be done, and we can make our percentage from basically 10 to an hour. Like we're not going to be in a trade for more than an hour. So, you know, you get in and you're like, you know what, I'm in it for an hour and I'm going to see how much I can make, and then I'm out. I really like it. I may change my trading style to be more of a minute scalper. I've only been doing it for the last 3 weeks, so it's not something that I am a pro at. But honestly, it's been very lucrative because I've been using everything I've learned, and it accentuates like all my learning points, and like I get rewarded immediately for the knowledge that I've learned from all the charts, you know. So what I can show you is I don't like this trade right now. I would not buy Cody. I'm not trading at all, basically. You know, I'm scalping. I'm not in anything for more than an hour lately because I don't like the market sentiment. The second the cycle changes, I will go back to a midterm hold. You'll see me buying DOC at a certain price and holding it. I do like DOC here. As you can see, it's off the 618 in the golden. It's in the golden pocket, falling out but coming back in. Bounced up to 706. We have a higher low. I've also seen DOC act adverse to Bitcoin. So, you know, Iris. I want to get into DOC too, though. I want to get into Cream. I want to get into Rune. I have so much to talk about today. I have a whole news section that I want to go over as well. I did some deep dives this morning, setting up the show, getting everything ready. So so much to talk about, so much to go over. Okay, so right now, I do like DREP here because why I like it, DOT, is because you can just put a stop loss here at like 398, 389 even, and if it falls out of the pattern, either you're getting a shady wick or it's going to keep dropping. So I do like that it's close to the trend line. I would have liked to have gotten it at 398, and then, you know, you'd already be up 5%. And then I would be selling. See, I would be taking my 5% every time, you know. We do see that divergence starting to play out, though, which is good. Price stopped going down on that divergence. You want to know how to set up 3 commas, and okay, yeah, I love to get in. I have a whole tutorial on 3 commas online in my videos, but I can show you. Do you mean like how to attach an API key to your Binance account? Is that what you're asking? How to run the back end? Let me know, Dio. But yeah, I love to show you guys 3 commas. It's amazing. It's like the best program on earth, honestly, if you're going to be a trader. Okay, so let me just get into Iris from User. He's like my best friend of 20 years, and I feel like sometimes he gets pushed off because I know him so well. Binance and Iris. Let's look at Iris right now. Iris just took a beating, as you can see. I like building the story on all facets here. So, in my mind, we were in a boom. So we're in this kind of a bull pennant, as you could say, and then, or you could say a symmetrical triangle. We could say we're either going up or down the length of this base. So we either are going to break out of the triangle here, and see what I'm saying about my system. My system is you would have bought the bottom of the trend line right here, and if I was scalping, this kind of would have wicked down, and then there would have been no wick back up, right? And my stop loss would have been right here, and I would have been kicked out of the trade. And then look, I wouldn't have to suffer all this pain. So here you go. And look, that is the actual, look at the measured move. I mean, uncanny, right? You take it from the base of the triangle and boom, measured move. We hit it. Bought back up. People said, okay, we're done. Play their game. Just building you guys the story here. Then we got into another, in my mind, a bearish pennant because it came down into it. But we broke out of that, and then you can take the target of that, which would be the base of this triangle, and you bring it right here. And we got pretty damn close. I mean, we did hit it right there. We got about 70% of the measured move, And then you can see that price also got rejected by previous price action, which had resistance right here. So now we came back, and it's not uncanny that we hit resistance right here. We boomed up with a huge flag. That was probably a day that just, you know, manipulation, not a lot of volume. You know, institutions or smart money just pumping coins and taking their money at the top. That had confluence with this line where the price hit too. Let's see kind of where it all began there. And we came back into a pattern, and then we started a falling wedge, which is a 68% chance of a break to the upside. But that broke the 32% chance down. Back into a bear pennant. Bit of a bear pennant here. And then you see, look, bullish divergence. We had bullish divergence, swing high to swing low. And the price pumped on that. You can see price pumped on that bullish divergence. So there's a great example of how bullish divergence plays out. And then you can see, like, we struggled with this same region here. Wow, those are 42% gains. Interesting. In the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So in about 8 times 4 is 32 hours. Iris made 42% gains. So under the radar, I didn't even notice this occur. So we could learn from that. We can get a pump out of these low coins below the. It did break above the moving average too. This is now starting to become a pretty bullish move for Iris. Was there big news for it? What was going on? We're not sure, but yeah. Would I get into Iris now? Obviously not. I mean, it was demolished, and now it's up 42%. I would like to see it flag, but I don't like these patterns. I don't like to trade. To me, it's in a downtrend, right? To me, it's just still in a downtrend, technically, like this. So I need to see it create a new trend. Here it started a trend, but it couldn't complete it. I'm starting to get really crazy with my trend lines and my movements. I think there's confluence in the apex and where they cross and align themselves. Something like this. So boom. Could come back down here too. That would make more sense and continue its uptrend. Or, I mean, it's going parabolic, right? Like, it's almost like I have to grab a curve for this. Because that's starting to curve up pretty fast. Could it do something like that? Not likely, but let's see what happens. I say it comes back down to the trend line, and we go from there. Wow, Iris, up 42%. Look at the 1 hour to see what it's doing. So it's flagging now. Let's get this out of here. Interesting. Bit of a falling wedge that it's breaking out of now on the 1 hour. You can see that green candle move off the 200-day moving average as well, which good support. Broke above it. That's a very good sign, right? You can see here in our last kind of run up. Nah, you can't really. I'm not going over because we can't tell. Not enough info. 30-minute starting to break out of this pennant. You can play the 30-minute right now. Smaller time frames are gonna, I think, make you more profitable right now just because of the volatility. So you can play the 30-minute. I wouldn't get all the move. Try to get some of the move out of here. Put you 21% on the 30-minute, and very possible we're in the pink with the blue line curving. A bit of hidden bullish divergence. Let's look at that. Is that a slant? Yeah. That slants. So that's swing low to swing low there. And then swing high to swing high there. It tells you that the move should continue. Huh. Kind of like Iris right now for 20% scalp gains on the 30-minute. look for that to break out of the falling wedge, and then maybe one more pink bar, the blue line curve, and that could be a nice entry. You also have a curve here on the RSI, strong volume. We have declining volume with declining price right here. It tells you that there should be a reversal as well. But I think it could just do nothing as well and not get much volume. Like, its pop was here already. We do see kind of a cup and handle though. Am I wrong, guys? We don't go over cup and handles a lot on this channel, but that is, in my opinion, a nice cup and handle. Look at that, very bullish. Cup and handles tend to rip pretty well like this. Could almost see it even hit this new target. Breaks out of the cup and handle. I would sell 50% here and the next 50% here. 30% gains out of this cup and handle, possibly for Iris. Put that on your radar. Thanks for putting that out there. Now that I did a deeper dive, it may actually be worth a trade today. Again, very high risk though. Like, I give it a 4 out of 10. The setup's amazing. Like, I give the setup a 9 out of 10, but our 9 out of 10 setups are not giving us our 9 out of 10 returns like they used to be. So, okay, Theo, you wanted to get into 3 commas. Theo, you still there? Just want to make sure that I'm not catering to the 3 commas idea. But everyone who's not using 3 commas, it's unreal. It's unreal. Okay, you have a smart trade section here where you can do so many different things. First of all, right when you get into a coin, you type in the pair right here, hit the star. It usually comes, like if I want Aeon, I hit the star. What am I unstarring these? So here you hit the star and it will come to the bottom. It's kind of how I do it. It should be alphabetical order. Show all favorites. Yeah, so you just basically favorite one and it will show all your favorites that you like to trade all the time. And that's basically how you do it. So say I wanted to get into Uni. I type in Uni, I click it here, and it should be in my favorites. If it's not, you unclick it and click it again. It shows up at the bottom. That's what I do. It's probably in there, but I just unclick it and click it again, and it shows up at the bottom. That way I can get it fast. Look, DOT down is a strong buy. I don't trust any of these signals, but what I do tell you is USDT, the USDC, when I see a stablecoin for stablecoin, usually Bitcoin's about to tank. So just something to keep on your radar. And then here we have a wonderful order book. You have a buy sell. So here you could just buy, boom, and here you could just sell, like if you wanted to. I use smart trade always. Then you also have a smart sell, but smart sell is built into smart trade. Smart sell is if you already have something and you want to smart sell it, but smart sell is built into a smart trade. So you smart sell when you smart buy. Smart cover is a little different. Smart cover will actually like rebuy. Like if you're in a position and then it goes down and it stays down, but then it starts to come back up, it'll rebuy it. It'll rebuy you back in at a certain point. I don't use that because in a volatile market, I feel like anything could happen. And then smart buy is basically the same as smart sell, and it's built into smart trade. So I really use smart trade because it has all these built in. Okay. What I love about it, here's a position I opened on October. Okay. I put $100 into Hotcoin, Holochain, and it will show you where you bought. There's no stop loss on this. And it shows you your take profit. And basically just, it'll give you a nice representation of the line. You can also click here. It'll show you more information. You can also go to history right here, and it's going to show you all your trades and all your history of your smart trades. You can go to dashboard, what I love, and you can hit trader diary, and it will show you all your trades. Boom. All my wins, all my losses right here, and basically break down where you're at in your trading. So pretty great. Has a trader diary, and then you can also put comments in the trader diary, and then it also has a dashboard, shows you what you have of how much. Gives you the total amount. And look, I can X this out so you guys can't see my information, so I could show you guys. I can invite friends right here with this link. Copy the link and paste it right here. And if you guys want to sign up for 3 commas, cool. 2 of you guys did. I really appreciate that. Level 1 gives me a 25% bonus. Really, really appreciate that. So thank you so much for using my referral link. Still haven't gained a penny. But you know what? I'm here to help people, man. I think 3 commas changed my trading life. and it's worth every penny. So if I think it helps, I don't like to keep things to myself. I don't use many bots. I haven't used any bots. You can create a bot if you want. Yeah, this just brings you to the trade where you can. Now, if you wanted to get into a trade, so let's look at Uni. Am I going to trade Uni? Maybe I will. Let's see. So I'll basically take you into the mind of a trader right off the bat, right? So, Theo, you still with me, man? Are you taking this all in? I just hope that sometimes you run off because I don't do Tesla. And then let's look at the regular markets for a split second before I get into that Uni idea. Okay, cool. Sorry, man. I didn't mean to be rude. I just want to make sure that I'm giving you what you need. Gold, 1856. I think that's a line in the sand for gold. I think it's done going down. I'm going to call that. I think the lowest gold will go is right here, 1821, and that will be it. That'll be it if it ever does go that low. I'm going to call 1821 as the temporary local bottom for gold. I would accumulate more gold at that point. Good thing we're getting a little dip on gold because it was getting very high and hard to purchase. Okay. Now, the Dow down 59 points. Let's look at the Dow on the daily. We had our double top on the daily, which you know is a bearish pattern, right? Usually breaks down. What's good is we're getting into oversold region, and we have slight, like even from here, if we took this swing low to swing low, have a little bit of hidden bullish divergence here on the Dow. Pretty good. It looks like this bearish momentum could have been way bigger like this, but it kind of looks like it's getting held up by this support region here. So like we have heavy support here, 26,700, and hopefully that will carry us through, and we won't break down through this line here. We hit support there, and it was resistance right there. I think it will carry us into this idea in this region. Inverse head and shoulders on the 4 hour. On FTM. Okay, yeah, we'll get into that too. Thank you for bringing that up. Thank you so much. See, this is great, man. You guys are on point now. The dollar index not doing well, right? We're not happy. We're not happy with the DXY right now. Not doing. Keeps going, right? We had it in this bull flag yesterday. I said I wouldn't like to see it break out. It did. My only thing, though, is the dollar isn't that strong, so as big of a move as it can get. I mean, do we really see it eclipsing this? Let's look at it on the weekly. On the weekly, it does have a huge cross coming, and it was oversold. That kind of sucks, right? On the larger pattern, though, we're in a bit of a rising wedge channel here, which is a 60% chance of a break to the downside. I'm using everything I can to break down the dollar idea, but it could come back up here. You just have to watch the dollar, and we have to chart it a lot because it's going to affect Bitcoin. And yeah, so we like to see it basically hit this resistance area and not get past it right there where it hit it previously. So that's a line in the sand right there. We get past 97.29. Oof. Even if we make this big jump here, we'll look at the 1 hour. What do we got going on? Yeah, it's starting to make its move, man. Wow, I've never even seen that. I've never seen this. It's the first time I've ever seen this. Like a bull flag on the MACD like that. I've never seen that. That's interesting. Very interesting. Almost some divergence, as you can see, on the MACD, because the MACD is pointing down, but the RSI is up. So you got divergence here. There is divergence sometimes with indicate oscillators, and that can play out. So to me, that is bullish divergence there on the oscillators. Slanting down on the MACD, but slanting up on the RSI. Tells you that the price could continue. We are in this rising wedge now on the 1 hour, which is 68% chance to break to the downside. But that's just the dollar. I'm giving you guys the idea of the dollar. Let's see that break down. But again, that line in the sand up here is strong resistance. And look, it looks like we don't have there's not a heavy region. So it looks like if we break out, we will break back up into this region here too. That's another area there. We had support. So that should give us a little bit of resistance as well on the dollar. The Batman pattern, huh? Tesla. Let's look at Tesla for you, my friend. It did retrace, had a double top, as you can see there. If you took the double top, play it bearish as it should be, you should see Tesla all the way back down to 224. But it does have strong support here. I did like Tesla at 400. I feel like it's just going to come back down, hopefully bounce off support here. Let's pull a Fibonacci on Tesla on the 4 hour to see. It did have a big run up though, right? So no emotions. I love Tesla. I love Elon Musk. I like the whole idea. I know who Nikola Tesla is. Like, I studied him. Like, he's the reason I'm into Bitcoin. Honestly, he opened my mind. I researched him, and I was never the same. Honestly, I do believe that he actually did. If you look up the Philadelphia experiment, he actually time traveled. Like, he basically was able to take a Navy ship on the out in Philadelphia, the Philadelphia Project, and men were stuck inside of the ship. Like, he was able to change their dimensions. Like, he was able to create a new dimension. He was able to tap into other dimensions. I'm telling you right now, they've hidden things that he's done from us for years. I'm a firm believer in a lot of the things he created. He died in the New Yorker hotel, penniless and not knowing who he was. There's talks that the CIA came and put mercury under his testicles. That's an easy way to kill someone. You give them a shot of mercury under their testicles. It's almost indiscernible, because all other things that you eat give you mercury and stuff. So it's like the easiest way to kill someone. And I believe his lab also, when he was in the prime of his life, his lab on Houston Street in New York, where I used to work, literally on top of where his lab used to be, which gave me goosebumps. At the same time where I learned about him, I was working at Houston and Mercer next to Houston Street in basically Soho of New York City. And when I started reading, I'm getting goosebumps now, because when I'm reading about him, I learned that I was working right above the actual corner where his laboratory was. And it was burned down, if you Google this, and he was able to recreate it all within a year or two. But someone sabotaged him. He was always being sabotaged. He also had issues in school. He was kicked out of a really well-known school for not doing his studies. Like, one of the most amazing men on earth, right? And he didn't fit in with the institutions, and he made more patents than any human being on earth. So that's just I got to go into things because I'm all about knowledge. I trade based off the idea that we are all scientific beings in a mathematical space, and there's so much beauty in the math that we live in. So, okay, so I'm done with my rant. We do see a doji star candle. That's a reversal candle. We'd like to see that stay that way, and it could reverse this trend, okay? Another thing, we could turn this into a bit of a bull pennant. And Tesla is right there. Bottom of the trend line, start to do its thing, and then we could see it break out of this bull pennant. As long as the stock market plays by the rules, and that would give us a target of 672 for Tesla. And we're at the bottom of the trend line. On the 4 hour, a pink about to come out, so I would accumulate more Tesla right now on this line, honestly. I would put a stop loss like right here at 346, maybe even 350, something like that, 10% stop loss. But yeah, I like this trade. I would get into Tesla today if I traded equities. I do not trade equities heavily. Most of my money, like for me to get my money out of crypto, then I have to go, it's just a pain. So I trade mostly crypto, and that's the reason. Yeah. Okay, you said Factum? Is it Phantom? Why do I call it something else every time? Phantom. Okay. Phantom on the 4. These just patterns are so strange, right? Yeah, that V-shaped Batman. But now it's kind of in a double bottom as well, though, right? Let's look at it. Let's look at it. Guys, it's all about the patterns. Once you memorize the patterns, you'll draw them every time. You'll see them without even having to draw them. I have to draw them because, like, if you were going to scalp 14K on a line, like, you better have a precise point. And that's insane, right? How I scalp that 14K. And not even me. I'm like, take my ego out of it and who I am. Just the idea that a person can be that scientific. Like, we can look at a chart. My friends would look at this chart. They wouldn't know anything, right? They would just see it. But I was able to see trend lines. And I was able to see opportunities to where I could make money. See, someone else just sees scribbles. I see bottom of a trend line. That's an entry right there. Double bottom, pop. We popped, right? Also, you would have got here with the blue line crossed in the pink. Would have been, you would have to wait a little bit, but boom, then you got your move, right? Then you see another falling wedge here that broke out. See, guys, you back test. Every graph is a chance to learn. Like right now, I'm learning with you guys, right? I'm looking at this idea. I'm like, oh, wow, look, there was a little blue line cross, though. Boom. But we didn't get the pink, though, at all. Like maybe 1/2 bar pink. But again, man, that's the system that I keep teaching you guys. Buying in the pink here, even here, you would have just gotten. So right now, this is the trade on Phantom. 29%. Let's just get back to the top of the trend line. Pretty easy. I think it's something we can all do. We're getting above the moving averages, which is very bullish. Looking very good, actually, right now. This is one of the few trades I see now that, look, it's above all the moving averages in the 4 hour. A lot of these other coins are way down in the dumps. This has an uptrend. Other coins don't have an uptrend right now. Like they're down and then they look like Bitcoin. This is one of the few coins that does not look like Bitcoin. I actually like this trade right now. We're in the pink on the 4 hour. We have a bit of a double bottom forming here. Do we have any divergence whatsoever? Not really, no. Do we have bullish divergence? We do. We do have bullish divergence. From this swing low to this swing low, price goes up. But from this swing low, price goes down. That is bullish divergence. Tells me that the trend will continue. We have the bottom of the trend. I like this right now because you could get in right here. Your risk reward ratio, which I haven't brought up a lot lately, but that means that you're basically, you can make 30%. And let's like really zoom into here and see where our stop losses could be. We can definitely then use the 1 minute for entry. This is what I've been doing now. Precise entry on the 1 minute. This is my new expertise add-on that I hadn't been doing up until like a week or two ago. Double bottom, clearly. You can see this one played out. Now we have another one. Thank you for bringing this trade up. XRP Muser, long-term friend, and now a crypto trader. Dump it. Nincom. Dump it. What does he mean, dump it? All right, probably just getting in my head. Are you the guy? Nincom dump. Nincom dump. Cool, man. Yeah. Hey, if you have anything we want to talk about, you have any concepts you want to bring up, let me know. Okay, cool. So what I do see is we have a pink line. Blue line is curving. This is, I would have liked to get here on the wicks at the bottom of this side. You'd already be up. You'd already be up a tiny percentage. You ever guys use this too? This is called a stop. This is really cool too. You're like, I want to get into this trade. And I like this tool here. So 30% gains, and then you can move your, it basically just shows you where your stop loss is. It basically does a green and red idea. Shows your entry, your stop loss, your percentages. It's really cool. It just kind of does it all. It visualizes your entire trade on the graph. I don't use it a lot because it's encumbersome. Like it kind of like, you know, it's big. And then if I also throw a fib on there, it starts to get a little clunky. But it's nice every once in a while to have and to see what you're about to do. I like this trade right now because I think I can get to the top of the trend line. That's kind of the idea here, right? So let's look at the 1 hour. The 1 hour, we are hugging this baseline, which is good. I like to see that. But we are having our rollover here. So I would watch this on the 1 hour. We could have more upswing. We're breaking, price is breaking above the 200-day moving average, but the 21 just crossed that 200, which is bearish, right? The last time the 21 crossed the 200 was right here. And that's when price started to go down, okay? So right now I'm seeing that occur. And if we go to the 30-minute, it must be even more below, but it's curving back up. So that's good. That means maybe this is just a slight little dip back and we're going to get back above that. on the 5-minute. Okay, interesting. Now it's a confirmed uptrend, so it's a good time to scalp as well. So if we go to the 1 minute, you could possibly scalp this. What you do is you just look for more bullish patterns here. Hard to say. About to have a cross right now. So this is a scalp action. So you have the cross. So here you go. This is how you would scalp Phantom. Which would be, so we are breaking out. You can clearly see we're starting to break out. So you would buy the breakout right now. Buy the breakout right now because it's breaking out of a falling wedge, right? So that's, we're lucky that we got here right as it broke out of the falling wedge. So boom, you make your buy right now. And then your stop loss is back in here. So if you're in, I don't like buying here because, but look, and my stop loss could be 2% or even 1. I could even risk 1.5 on this trade. 1.2% back in the pattern. If it breaks back into the pattern, it negates the idea that this was a breakout. Chainlink Marine, yes, long Chainlink. What's going on, Chainlink Marine? Thank you guys so much for joining. S&P going red again. Who here is long? I'm long. I have a very long holding portfolio of Bitcoin, right? But my short-term trading, I am not long Bitcoin right now at all. I did trade along Bitcoin at 10,770 and sell at 11.2. That was my last Bitcoin trade. Right now, we're trying to scalp Phantom. And see, this is how we would do. So we buy right then. I showed you guys how you do it. So you buy right then. Your stop loss is only risking 1%. So if I'm in for 14,000, I can only lose 140 bucks. So we got into the trade right there. Right when we saw it break out of the pennant. And then we want to get basically here, 1.46%. And that's going to yield me about, 0.5% is $70 on 14,000, right? So that's going to yield me about 210 bucks. And I'm going to be able to make it in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes, right? And then I don't have to be in the trade that long. Look, this is how I do it. I identify a pattern. The second I see it break out, you buy the breakout. Look, you guys are watching the scalp in action right now. I didn't make the buy, I'll be honest. Usually I do. But here I wanted to show you, like, we just came upon it. I didn't have a chance to really. But I'm showing you how I find trades like this. I'm not in a pump group. I am in a group, CBC, which is Crypto Revolution. And I love the group because I've been in it for over a year. I can talk to other traders there. Every time I have an idea, it's basically therapy for me. It's a place where everyone and anyone is serious about crypto and we can all join and learn. I'm sure some people came into there from here, some people, and I do push everything that Chris teaches. I've been trading for, 5 or 6 years before I met Chris, but his ideas and his concepts really changed how I looked at everything. He made me a more confident trader, and even his style of living, like how he never misses a day, how he's always online, like, and he's there, man. Like, the guy is he's a workhorse, and I want to be a workhorse as well. And yeah, he basically propelled me to be a better person, and I just want to shout him out. Crypto Revolution, Crypto Bitcoin Chris, man, check him out. So here's a stagnant place, and honestly, I could close this trade up damn near $200, and that's how I made $200 in 1, 2, 3 minutes. And I could just do this all day long, over and over and over again, just scalping my way around. I never really see the price stop on the 1 minute like this. I think it already opened a new. I think it's opening a new candle that we can't see. But do you guys understand the concepts here? Because I keep showing it on my Telegram, and I think some people are like, damn, I'm missing out. Like, because it's fast. Like, I can't really teach it as it happens. Like, I can't give you an entry and say, hey, enter now, because I do it so fast and with so much intuition going on all at the same time. So you can see this candle starting to open up here. Here, I would basically, I could close the trade. There's no reason to close the trade. It's going well. Right now, my stop loss would be raised to break even now. Boom. Now I'm in the trade risk-free for $14,000. So now I got to get into Phantom, one of the best known trades of the day with the most movement, right? We confirm that it has an uptrend compared to all the other ones. And if you don't believe me, I'll show you the example of what I mean. But yeah, weird that it's stagnant right now. I don't see this a lot. Like uni will just, it'll have to go up or down. Like I'm on the 1 minute. Like where is it going? There it goes. So it came down. We were here. Couldn't really see where we were at. And then support and resistance does come into play again. Like, and then I use that. So now look, I have this region of support and resistance here. I really do. And I'm going to hope that it holds here like this. Look, we hit it there, resistance, came down, we hit it there as resistance, there is resistance, and boom. Look at those candles. We just got flooded, right? Now I get to really be in this trade. And this is how you enter trades, guys. Risk free. Now my stop loss can go up into 1% gains. Now I'm into 140 gains, right? And the beauty of this trade is it wouldn't have I'm not going to be in it that long. And look at the beauty of this. So you just play it, man. This is what these guys are doing. Yeah, see? And so you put 14,000 in. This is what I'm doing over and over again right now. Right now. When the market cycle changes, when the sentiment is different, I'll be changing my style. I'll be doing this here and there, but I may have a long-term hold for $5,000 in dock. Like, it depends. But dude, now I would close the trade up 2.5%. Okay, I would up 2.7. Actually, there's really no reason to close the trade, but a lot of times I have so much money in it, I don't want to see a loss. And then I look at this line here. We hit my target. I close the trade. I'm done. I just scalped 14,000. I made basically 1% is 140. So we're gonna like 2.7 times 140, right? Because we're at 2.7%. And that's a $378 gain in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 minutes. You tell me, a lot of people have to work for 8 hours. After they're making 380, and then they're getting taxes taken out as well. So a lot of people say, yeah, but you're trading your taxes. When people work, they pay taxes. I get this a lot. You're day trading, but you're gonna have to pay a lot of taxes. I'm like, you work for a living, you pay a lot of taxes. You're gonna pay taxes either way. I'd rather make money sitting here at home than cleaning toilets for somebody else, right? Or, you know, waiting tables, or being a mechanic and cleaning out someone's carburetor, like getting my hands all disgusting. I'm not saying that's not honest, beautiful work. I love it. And I do like working with my hands, but I just want to be my own boss. I don't want to be working for someone else, right? Now, this trade is a trade that you could now stay in, right? Like if I had the 14K, now we're starting to flag. And these are momentum trades because now you get to trade this until the momentum is over. This has clearly told you that it's in a bit of an uptrend, right? And now you could buy the bottom here. So now here you would buy the bottom of this trend line right now. It's not reacting as fast as uni. I don't think it has the volume. But dude, look at that. Candle boomed up, right? So you would have gotten in right now at 367. So let me show you again. You would get in at the bottom of the trend line. We would have just made that buy right there before, because this candle didn't boom up. So right now we're in. I'll show you another one of these. And again, 2% stop loss. Okay? Right below the trend line. So now you're already up 378 on the 14,000. So now when you're risking 2%, which is 280, you're back to break even. So now you're ready to risk that 2%. So now after you make one good trade, you're like, okay, I can do this. Now, if this breaks out of this bull flag here, that is going to be very bullish, right? So now we're going to watch that. And now my stop loss should be somewhere right here below this trend line, because if it breaks through the trend line, then I'm done. So now I can put my stop loss all the way up there, right? So now you're already in 3% gains.
Your mommy is hungry.
Oh, you look gorgeous.
Mama is hungry. So
and then we watch it. And basically, I just picked up on this. One of my subscribers told me about this. I hadn't even looked at it that much. I jumped on into the trade, and I was able to pull out 3%. My stop loss never got hit. And that's how you enter these scalping trades.
Your phone for a minute.
Thank you so much. All right.
He was calling you.
Yeah. So if you just joined, like Ningcom, you're brand new. I've never seen you before. Thank you so much for joining. All the new people, Chainlink Marine, never seen him before as well. So we got some new people in the group. Everyone say hi to the new people. Tell them what's up. If you're new, we have a Telegram group. The Telegram group is great. Let me just show you how to access the Telegram group. Basically, you would go here to join. First, I like Brave browser. Here you can sign up for the Binance. I have merchandise as well. If you want to buy some merchandise, like if you just made that good trade, what if you just took that trade right now? You made 300. Throw me $50, buy a hoodie. We have Coinbase, Buy Legend NOS, and then here, join my Telegram. This is my trading group. This is where I really want you guys to go. I'll be posting these trades all night long, showing you guys what's going on. And here's my trading group, man. It's awesome. People are posting. This guy, he made, look at him, man. He was in this trade for 43 seconds, 37 seconds. He got in at 003 and he got out at 002. I mean, 7 times 3 is 21, right? So that's a 7x. This guy 7x'd his money in 30 seconds. And I'm not saying that's always happening, but I'm just saying you're in a community of people that are looking at this type of stuff all the time. Like this guy just posted, my buddy Jesse Jungle here, Head and Shoulders, you know, just ideas like, you know, there's just a lot of sharing going. I've been watching Link after I saw Head and Shoulders develop, but I did not enter. I did not put quite trust on my own charting, you know. Also a great place for beginners. I'm gonna have people help you out. There's some like Crypto Curve, some other people are really, really good in here. Moonboy, I have some amazing traders that have decided to join my group. And please guys, jump on in, man. Jump on in, hit the link, join the Telegram. If you're watching right now, please put a Y in the comment section. Put a Y here. I want to see how many people are watching. Because right now we got the most people ever. Like we're starting to grow. Today was a really good day. He goes, Y. The letter Y. Just like a yes. Like, yo, Bagwell33, what's going on, man? So word, now we got someone else. So I can't tell who's new. I should be able to look at the concurrent viewers, right? But there's another new person. Thank you guys so much for joining. I really appreciate it. Join the Telegram group right now. Go in there right now. Bagwell, Nincom, Chainlink Marine. Yeah, FTM is still moving, dude. Look at this. Boom, look, it broke out of the bull flag. And now you'd be up even more, right? So now I showed you how to scalp, guys. Like, did everyone learn how to scalp today? I know you need a little more learning curve, but look, you saw this occur right in front of us. Now you're up 5.6%, okay, on $14,000, right? 10% is $1,400. So now we'd be up $700. I wish I had entered this trade in front of you guys. It was textbook. It worked out exactly as it was supposed to go. And nuts, right? Nuts. This is a new thing I'm starting to do, and I'm perfecting how to do it. And I am an obsessive perfectionist. So when I do something, I'm going to look at everything. And I have a photographic memory. I memorize like 80% of what I read. I am honing in all the time. Now we're going to watch this. Is this going to make a bull flag? So now you watch this for a bull flag, right? See what I'm doing, guys? I'm just, it's like so simple. This is so simple. I'm not using any emotions at all. At all. Look at this thing, dude. Wow. Wow. So look, there was our first green candle pullback in a long time. Look at that. We got a little bit of a rejection there. But now we got bought back up. Dude, people want this thing right now. It's going parabolic on the 1 minute. Damn, I'm just upset that I didn't make the trade, that I just conceptualized the idea with you guys. It's the only reason sometimes I don't like to live stream, because when I stream, I'm like teaching and showing, and like I need to be like all alone in my quiet place making these trades, because like my heart's racing, man. I got 14 grand in there, right? But I would have cleared a nice $700 on this trade easily. I could have gotten out right now, and that would have been my day. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 minutes. 13 minutes, $700. I could call it a day and move on, right? All because I knew how to draw patterns. I also used the MACD with the pink. It's the same system that I've been teaching you guys over and over again. We also see that the RSI is in a bullish pattern. So what is my checklist? My checklist is A, is there a bullish pattern? Yes. And what is a bullish pattern? It's the pattern that breaks out 68% of the time. If you don't know these patterns or where to get them, I have an awesome video. Just go here to my channel. Videos, go all the way down to my first video ever. Look, I also interviewed John McAfee. Pretty cool. So check that out. How I even got in contact with John McAfee, it's none of anyone's business. You try to contact John McAfee, you tell me how well you do. But that alone should tell you that I am a magician. All right. So here we are, and I'm connected to the crypto space on a deep level. So here, you click this here, and these are basically the patterns I trade with. There's other ones. There's a few other ones that I'm missing here, like a diamond and a few other but these patterns show up the most and play out the most. So I looked for a falling wedge, which is 68% chance for break to the upside, and that's it right here. So we saw that with Phantom. One of my subscribers was nice enough to point it out to me, and he said, yo, check Phantom. And now most people would have just seen this. Like, take this away if we move it over. This is all I saw. I just turned this into money. I turned this into money. How? From years of doing this. Look at this, dude. Wow. 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 Look at this. This Phantom trade, man. 7% gains now. This would have been a $1,400 trade, honestly. And now it defeats my system. Oh my God. Wow, where is support and resistance? All the way back up here. So you can see we just wicked to support. That would be it. I would close the trade here. Damn, I would have made $1,400. That's the only problem about being a good trader, right? You know, when you could, that would have been one of my greatest trades ever right now, right here. You guys would have watched it in history. And we all watched it. We watched this pump live. So you guys, I showed you how the 1 minute chart can make you some money. My mentor told me to stay off the 1 minute chart and never use it. And I listened to that. And I would sell right now. I would sell right now. I would sell right now. I would have made damn near $1,200, right? Yep. And you just sell. It's pretty simple, but you sell these resistance lines. And it could be going up, but I would be happy with the trade, right? Damn, man. We would have made 0.9%. No, 0.09. $1,200 day and 10 minutes. You know, I don't know where else you can pull out $1,200 in 10 minutes. Like, only like neurosurgeons and doctors make money like that. So.
Daddy.
Yeah.
There's a chipmunk line. Chipmunk eating your hostas.
Really? Go get him then. All right, guys. I got to go get this chipmunk that's eating my hostas. If there's anything else I can go over for you guys, please let me know. What I do here is, if you're new to the channel, is we wake up. The second we do is I go over Bitcoin dominance. I then go over Bitcoin. I then show you trades of the day. Other people then start sending in tickers. We as a group, we start looking at things. I find bullish divergence for you. I find support and resistance lines. I pull Fibonacci's. I give you the best results possible to enter a trade. I basically show you by the bottom of the trend line. I have a strict system that I can teach you. I tutor it. I also tutor it. If you ever want one-on-one tutoring, that can be done. But just, that's something I don't like to shill too much here. It's really about education. But some people just see what I'm teaching here and they're missing concepts, and they just need an hour alone with me. I sit them down with a screen share and we kind of clear away all the mess and get them on the right path. Some people are trading and they're not sure. You know, they have no idea of what they're doing, right? They have no concepts. And I basically provide that for people. So.
Okay, let's go get that watch it.
So now this is flagging. I mean, now you could basically what you can do is you can keep playing anything that's running like this until it stops running. So you've now identified an uptrend, and now you can play the uptrend over and over again. So here, it's starting to flag again. So you would just use this flag. And it's either going to be a rectangle flag. I try to end the show, but there's just so much to teach. So it's either going to be a rectangle flag or a bull flag, and you're not sure at first. So you set your pattern and you get ready and you watch this occur. Now, is it going to fall out of the pattern and become bearish? Very possible. But if it starts to flag, there's a good chance that it's going to keep moving up again. What's the beauty about that trade is it would have lasted 15 minutes. You would have made, you know, I would have made damn near $1,000, and I would have closed the day. Close my day. Go on with what else I need to, and then tonight I could research and get into other things with such a nice, clear mind and a nice win, like a really nice win. So here's another one. It wicked down. Here you'd buy in. Okay.
Are you gonna get that chipmunk? It left and it chomped down one of your hoster leaves.
Did it really? You saw it happen?
No, but when I caught.
So you're a 2% stop loss here. Now this is not working out right now, so I wouldn't buy. I'll be watching this right now.
And it left the leaf chomped.
All right, 10 minutes. I'll be right up.
Okay.
So you're watching this. There's the wick there. Buy. Ooh, didn't work. But again, you're only risking 2%. Make sure that's 2%, right? And it could be this. This could be the idea here. Or this could be a falling wedge. So you're always moving the idea too. This could be a mini falling wedge like this. And remember too, we wanted to buy when the MACD turned, right? We used that to our advantage. So we're not going to buy again until we see the MACD in a better place. So we're going to use the MACD and we're going to use the wicks to make our entries. So right now we're not going to enter anything because we see that the MACD is turning on us. Last time it turned, it had a little bit. So we're going to wait for that to finish. And what's great about that is it usually only takes 15, 20 minutes because you're on the 1 minute chart, and we can get back into the trade again. If it's, you know, if it doesn't turn bearish. Now you're already seeing like some bearish sentiment, right? It's starting to move backwards now. You also look for support and resistance. Do you see any here? You see it right there, right? So you put a line there because you can see, and you can go back in time and look at it. You can see, all right, we hit it here, we hit it here, we hit it here. That was heavy resistance. So that should come into play as support somewhere down the line. And there it is. I got a lot of crap here. Let's just delete this stuff. And then we start fresh. And now is this breaking out of a wedge again? It looks like it is, right? So basically you would buy the breakout of the falling wedge, honestly. This would have been the perfect time. Percentage-wise, this is the perfect time because the MACD was set in a better place. Right now we do have a curve, but look, it's flatlining. So this could just turn in. All right, we got the cross. There we go. We got our cross. It wanted to break out, though. Looks like it's going to cross and just come back in and create another green pattern. Kind of looking at that. And what do I mean by that? Look at this. So now we're going to watch this line. See, it's curving. And what I love about this is the 4 hour you got to wait. The 1 hour you got to wait. The 1 minute, you can see confirmation immediately, right? Again, this is to be a very sketchy trade here. You're not getting the same awesome bottom of the trend line entry that you got right here. And that's why you would wait, right? Trading's beautiful when it plays out, right? But what I'm trying to tell you is if it moved down and we lost 2%, then we lost 2%. I think a lot of newbies are throwing $5,000 and then they're losing $2,000, $3,000. Like, risk management, guys. You can only risk 1% of your portfolio a trade. I don't care if you're putting 14,000. I don't care if you're putting 1,400. 1,400, you risk 10%, that's 140. You risk 20%, that's 280. But then if you also have, my buddy's in the state police, and he gave me these. You can't get these anywhere. It's really cool. Actually, I have to give them to my dad. All right. Wow. So this is now breaking out yet again from the bull flag, as you can clearly see. So It would have been fast and hard to get in there, but basically you would have, if you could have bought right there, I probably wouldn't have, because it's not, I would have liked the bottom of the trend line. If you got the bottom of the trend line, see, you'd already be up another 2.28%, which is insane, right? It's another $300. And you just keep doing this. And honestly, eventually this will end. So you got to take advantage of these uptrends. Like right now, it's in an uptrend. And eventually the uptrend will end. Like you won't get it forever. Like here, we were in a down. You couldn't do this here. See this? You couldn't really do this here. It was choppy. This is where it began, right where you guys got me into the idea of this trade. So the thing is, you got to be in it to win it too. You got to be in the trade the whole time. You can't be doing the laundry. You can't do another task. All you can do is the trade at the moment. You have all your moving averages in a line, which is very bullish as well. So look, we had our dip. We did not cross. We bounced. So that bounce tells you that maybe we'll have some more movement. I don't like it though. We don't know where it's gonna go. So I would leave this now. Cook some breakfast for my family. Watch it. See where it goes. There's a chance it does rip and keep moving. But that's basically a scalp in the day of life of the crypto lifer. Yeah. Is there anything else you guys want me to go over before I leave? Bagwell 33. I like the 33, man. That's my favorite number. So it's pretty cool that you're in here. I like 33, man. Singling you out there.
Are you gonna go get that chipmunk? Because it left. You have to see what happened to the hosters.
All right. I'm a little upset that Chickmunk thinks he knows what he's up to. And now look, this says Phantom's up 9%. But we just clearly saw a 10% gain. Yeah, basically it's about 9.9. Yeah. Wow, this thing is starting to rip again. Look, it broke out of this falling wedge. So you just keep identifying patterns in the 1 minute, and they play out like clockwork. Here is the target of the pattern right here. So that was where you would take profit. And boom, we could have brought another 3.6%. Probably wouldn't have gotten into like right here. And then your stop loss would be 2% from the entry. Make sure you're below the pattern even, which is great. And then you're off to the races, man. Boom. Again, look, we hit target and got sold down. A lot of people sold at target. They're doing what I'm doing. They're scalping with millions. So boom, they sell right here. So, and that's what I do. I would put a stop loss right in, or take profit right in conjunction with this line. You know. How about AMB? And what are you going for? Bitcoin? You going for Tether? You on Binance? Where you at? I'm guessing you're going for the Bitcoin pair on Binance. I'm just gonna go with that. Now you need volume, okay, guys. Now see, if it's not volume, you can't trade the 1 minute. We go over Bitcoin every day, man. At the beginning of the show, you could just go scroll right back to the beginning of the show, and you'll see Bitcoin dominance and Bitcoin. But I will cover it if you want one last time. So you do need volume. See how we're not getting the volume here on AMB? Let's look at the 4 hour and the 6 hour. Oh man. Okay, holding strong support. See any divergence? On the 4 hour, we're looking good. We're in the pink with the blue line curving. We have a bit of a double bottom here. We have a double bottom here with a double bottom on the left side with the RSI. So that's very strong. Oversold and starting to make our way back out of an oversold region. Looks like this is an accumulation. Interesting. Let me delete all my old work and we'll kind of start fresh. I've looked at almost any coin you've discussed, which is crazy. As you can see, there was work on that coin. That means I've been here talking about. I've looked at this coin already. This coin's an older coin. I remember playing this coin in 2017. I'm pretty sure this coin's been around a long time. Yeah, it's sparking some memories now. Okay, so it's in a falling wedge here. Identify the bullish pattern. 68% chance of break to the upside. See the falling wedge, Summer?
Yeah.
Okay. She's going to be an amazing trader. Where are you at school? You're taking a break from school?
No, I finished.
For the day?
Actually, it's lunchtime. That means...
So you want to eat some food? Or you want to watch Daddy trade?
I want to eat some food. Mommy is starving.
So a very good chance this breaks out of the falling wedge. And let's just see the gains that could come. 62% gains. 160 Satoshi. And why? Look, well, we hit this region here. As you can see, we have a strong region of support right here. So we hit it. We hit it here. We hit it here, and we hit it here 3 times in a row. We're also kind of establishing it here. So if we put a VPVR on, you know we're going to see some. Yes, raising your hand.
I think that the reason you shouldn't buy here in this coin up is because there's red lines, so you want to buy down.
Okay.
Because you're supposed to buy down.
VPVR is visual range of buy and selling. And yes, it's going to show us that we have a visual range. Yeah, not down there though. Interesting. Yeah, there we go. We do have a big move of buying, selling in there, in that region there. Have heavy resistance up here though. So I would be taking, definitely you want to take your profits here. Even maybe right here.
Do it right now.
So, would I enter this trade? I mean, right now the trade sentiment isn't great for the whole market, right? But this thing, let's just look at it here. Let's put a Fibonacci from this bottom retrace. It looks like it's at the 618 as well from this place here. Or 706. Yeah, so it's a 70% retrace past the 618. And it's a confluence within a heavy area of support and resistance. And I also see bullish divergence, right? We have a swing high here. We have a swing low here. That tells me that this actually may be an amazing trade. 63% gains. If you wanted to buy, you would have to buy right now. This would be your position because it's the bottom of the trend line. You want to wait to get up here. And then you could put your stop loss, you know, anywhere in this region. Now, a lot of people don't understand how to calculate your stop loss. Let me teach you. 1% of your portfolio per trade. Okay? So you have a $5,000. So the first thing you do is you chart. And you find out where a safe place is to be. And you say, okay, there's the safe place. You don't worry about the number. You just look at the safe place. Now you take the number. Now you're like 9%. So now you're like, okay. I have a $15,000 portfolio. I can risk $150 per trade. That means if I make 100 trades and they all lose, I can make 100 trades before I lose all my 15,000. Okay? So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to take your number, which is 150, and you're going to divide it by your stop loss, divided by 0.0953. And my position size is 1,500. So I can go in for 1,500. I can risk 9.53%. And I'll make sure that my risk is covered in my trading system. So a lot of people say, I don't know how to get a stop loss. And a lot of mentors say, I can't teach you that. I can teach you that. What's your portfolio? Okay, my portfolio is 5,000. Okay, you can risk 1%. If you don't know how to get that, times 0.01. $50. You really just take the zeros away. You can risk $50. 50 divided by 0.0953. You can risk $524 on this trade if you have a $5,000 portfolio, and so on and so forth. And that is how you basically find out your stop loss. All right, guys, I have to make a run. I will do 1
second.
I will do a couple last ideas or asks if anyone has one.
What about telling them how good I am at soccer?
And she's really good at soccer, everybody. Like, amazing. Like, she's really good at soccer. Yesterday, she played for how many hours? 6 hours?
And I got 5 goals.
You did, right?
Yeah.
Let's see. Wait. Come here. Can they see you? Can they see you?
No.
You're on me. They should be able to see you in a second. I don't even like showing my gold, man. This is my gold. It's my gold. Oh, my best friend in the whole world. STX is another I am buying. STX? Blockstack. Yeah, I've been hearing about Blockstack. Been on my radar for a while now. Good coin. Looks similar to AMB, honestly, in like its structure. Had a bit of a 70% retrace here. And it's on the 618, which is actually a little healthier. Showing good support on that Fibonacci. Has a big curve coming as well on the 4 hour. We're in the pink with the blue line. No divergence really, but slight. In the falling wedge. Breaks out.
Daddy, can't we just go to Millennium Park every day and play soccer?
Of course we can. We're going to do that later. 35% gains out of STX Blockstack. So, all right, putting on my radar, man. I like this guy, Bagwell33. Bringing a lot to the table. Haven't seen you before, and you're already making comments and bringing it in there. I really, really like that. I appreciate that. Every comment helps this show move because I get to bring more content. I get to teach more. So thank you so much for asking about coins, guys. It makes my day. It makes me super happy. Little bit of a, no divergence. Swing low, no, nothing crazy. Any bearish, no. Everything going all right. Starting to kind of end the downtime, right? Down. Now it's going sideways. And you can see this is a clear range again. We hit it here, and now we're dealing with it yet again. This 15-cent region for STX. Line in the sand for STX, really holding well. How is it above the moving averages though? See, what I like about Phantom, it seemed to be holding better above the moving averages. Let's go look at Phantom right now and check it. But I do like this trade, man. Textbook trade, buying the pink with the blue line curving, low on the RSI, and a 68% chance of break to the upside on this falling wedge. I don't like the market sentiment today. I give it a 4.5. That's why a lot of these trades may not play out perfectly, or they may just go up a little bit and they will not be the volume of the push. That's just the idea. I do have some news I want to get over, man. I want to go over though. I just want to look at Phantom one more time. On my radar too, man. And look, in the grand scheme of things, I told you guys could get 29% on the 4 hour by just buying the bottom of the trend line and trying to get back up here. Okay, so that was the big trade, right? There's the big boy trade, and you're already halfway there now on my buy idea with the pink, with the bottom, you know. So take that with a grain of salt. And then I also give you this guy. Now this is still moving. So this is still moving. This might have been the biggest trade of my life, man. So now you get rid of everything. And you start fresh again. And basically this is what this did. This broke out of a bull flag. And you would have bought the bottom of the pattern again. And never been stopped out. It would have been beautiful. You would have bought right here on these wicks. Watching the 1 minute. Okay? And then you're going to look here and you're going to look for where am I going to sell? Okay? Well, we're at a line in the sand here. So here's our next level. There's some support and resistance here. And there's some support and resistance right here. I'm pissed I let this one get away. I'm trying hard not to show my emotional discontent because I had the knowledge to make these trades. So again, now it goes into a bull flag. And now you look for that. Base of the pole. The flag, boom. And there's more gains are coming. And now you would just be raising your stop loss and riding this all day long. Like you couldn't leave. Like that's the thing about these trades. They start and you really can't stop them until you're out. You get so much money and every percentage means so much. But if you bought the bottom of the trend line, yet again, another 7% gains coming out of the 1 minute chart on Phantom. I can't keep showing you guys this over and over again. This is a bullish case for the whole market, right? Things are starting to rip. So very interesting. We're seeing big movements, right? Look, this is going to play out because it's bullish and everyone else is into it and they're going to make it move the way it's going to move. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy. Just keep trading these self-fulfilling prophecies, and that's simple. And look, we didn't get this move here, and it was luck. I mean, you told me to look at it right when it started to happen. XRP user put that on my radar. So, wow. And look, it's a lot of times it's going to come down. This is what it's going to do. So don't get stressed out if you're in these trades. Let me show you what's going to happen. What you want to happen, you want it to come out, come down, and you want to buy this retest. You want to buy that wick right there. It tells you that it's retesting off the trend line and it's about to wick. You know? Look. It's telling me that's a buy right now. Screaming buy. You buy that retest, man. That's like a sure thing right there. So I would get into this trade right now because of that retest. Okay? So I'm going to enter this trade. Even though it's late and it's huge candles, I'm entering that retest, and I'm entering the idea of it booming up. Again, I don't like entering this trade right now. The smart move would have been down here. We've already seen a lot of gains coming. So my position will be very small. Like, it's not going to be 14,000. Now it's going to be like 1,400. You get it? Treat every dollar like it's my last, man. Like, it matters. Everything matters here. Okay, so they kept trying to get me to trade Phantom. You notice that every time I went into 3 commas, Phantom kept coming up. It's like they were bullish. Maybe they did that to some people and they put some people into that, you know? Now here is an idea. I'm gonna get in 14,000 right now. Watch, with a 2% stop loss. Running in at 388 right here at this retest. Okay, I believe this is a retest. Yeah, the stream should still be on. Let me see. I didn't end the stream. No, the stream should be on, man. Not sure what happened, but yeah. So 14,900. This thing is about to pop, man. 2% stop loss on 15,000. It's $300, right? Do I want to risk 300? Everything seems to be on the line in the sand right now. Last time this stopped, boom, we had a huge pop when it waited like this. Kind of waited. We were supposed to have our cross. So now you look at this pattern and you start drawing this pattern. What is this pattern doing? And does this have a bottom of the trend line? What you do, it breaks down though, come back into the pattern and negates this whole idea. Will kind of ruin this bull pennant. So is the bull pennant breaking out with a retest? That's what I see happening. It's kind of what I see happening, right? And you're in a bullish momentum. Now people are starting to see this. One thing I do see though is, look, we have declining volume with moving price, right? Tells me that maybe this move is over, right? On the 1 minute. The 1 hour is completely different. So you'd wait for this red. We have our cross. You're waiting for the red to turn pink. So you're going to sit here and wait for this to turn pink and then get into the trade. I'm going to zoom into these bars. Make them my whole life. I would like to see a wick down and get into the wick. That's really what I want to see. I want to see it wick below. All right, now we're getting a green bar on the line here. And this is another falling wedge that may be breaking out here. These algos can see it. So the smaller your mind. And now we're hugging this trend line here. And now we're going to sit. We got wick down. Now we're just holding this level at 3881. Now we're either going to break down from this pattern, create a double top, or this is going to become a bullish pattern, right? Now, that's why you can use, we can use $10,000, okay? We won't use the 15, we use 10,000. So for 10,000, and we know 2% is going to leave us 200, okay? Where is 2%? We're going to find it right now. We're going to start building a case for this trade. So there's our 2% stop loss. So this whole thing has to basically go back into the pattern and then fall through all this to not happen. You know? So at 3890, I feel like we're holding this. I would like to see it. And now I'm going to get in because I feel like we held the bottom of that trend line. Okay. So I'm going to get in for $10,000 at 3,890. And I'm going to show show you guys how we do it. So for 10,000 right here, USD, 3,890. We would like to get 10%. We may tweak this. We'll see. Right now we're at, well, we'll try to get 10%. And we're going to risk 2%. 3,890, we're going to create the trade. One thing I want to do is I want to click this limit to a limit. They're going to try to market you in. We're going to create that trade based on the idea that we're going to hold the trend line on that bull flag. Okay. So we placed it. Come on, give me my trade. Give me my trade on Phantom. 15%. They didn't fill me all the way. Play these games. They still didn't fill me all the way. Playing these games. Still didn't fill me. They only gave me 15%. 20%. So lower volume. I'm not getting filled that well. 23%. Having a hard time getting my order filled. Uni, this would fill in a second. 59% filled. We just keep waiting. 59% filled. Trying to get the fill. And again, I am late, but I am identifying a trend that may continue. So I'm going to take a shot. I have a higher percentage of winning on this trade than I do on the other ones. And you also saw the 4 hour, right? And I'm not risking a lot. I'm risking $200. 63% filled. The market seemed to kind of stall out right now, right? So now the price is probably going to go way above my buy order, and I'm not going to get filled all the way. So I got 62%. They didn't give me everything. 68% now. No, 63.2. Yeah. So they're not giving me my whole order. All right. So now I'm playing this idea that we're going to break out of this bull flag and we're going to get another 7% gain. So I'm going for 700 on this trade. We got 10 grand running. Now we actually are in the trade. We bought the bottom of the trend line. The idea that this would come up and break out. Now it could come down back to the trend line again. That's why our stop loss is way down here at 2%. 2%, guys. And I can't get more than 60% filled on this because it moved up so fast. But I can prove to you guys I am in the trade for $10,000. Right here, 10,000 USD. 257,000 Phantom right now. Okay? You're going to see this live. You're going to see this live payout real fast. Or you'll see me lose $200. It's pretty simple, right? Come back to the trend line. We want to see this. Come back to the trend line. Test the trend line. It's okay. Sometimes it doesn't. And when it's very bullish, it only goes halfway through the pattern and then starts to make its move up. That was a good sign that we got wick there. Let's do another wick. One more wick, please. Yep. This is telling you people like it. People keep taking an order here. Taking an order here.
Daddy, you have to go get that chipmunk. Okay?
Okay. You can tell my $10,000 that. Okay? I need like 20 minutes. This trade's going to... And that's another thing. I can tell my daughter, like, I'm going to need 20 minutes. Because this trade's going to last 20 minutes.
No.
All right? I hope. I mean, unless it goes so well that it lasts like way, way, way longer.
Yeah.
Ooh, stinky breath. So now we're in a bull pennant. I can see it now. It's clearly, and that's a coiling up. So this is what we're seeing now. We're now forming a bull pennant. You can clearly see the double touch, and then we're off to the races. I see this a lot. So then you would buy here again. You could double down here on this wick as well. That would be the concept here. I just been showing this on my Telegram and not like really showing it to you guys. So this is why I'm proving to you. So, and again, look how my stop loss is just every time I buy at the bottom of the trend line. It's I'm you know, and I'm not saying there's a good chance this trade goes boom, but we're in an uptrend. Okay. And we're using that to our advantage. Just put it on the radar. Now you have noobs jumping in. You have to remember the candles look different on the 1 hour and people flying in. Now we're breaking out of this pattern, okay? That candle just came out above it. Now we'd like to see that breakout, then retest, and then we're off to the races. Okay. Only thing I'm mad about is it didn't give me my whole 10,000. I should have market bought it. I got 86%. Someone's feeding me a little more. They're sliding it to me on the low, underneath the real price. So right now I'm in at 3889. The price is above me, and I'm still getting served. All right, now we wait for this to break out. Patience, my friends. I'm 86% filled now, so that's great. We don't want to see it go back into the pattern. We want to see it break out. Now, people are going to buy this breakout. So the breakout of this trend line should already propel us a little higher. We should get a pink bar here soon too. Boom. So there's our next candle. And nothing's easy in life. Like, you want to make $700. It's not going to be easy, right? By any means. There's a retest, technically. Would you recommend buying the bottom of the trend line and the retest / breakout? Yeah. I kind of think that's a great idea. I think you could buy the bottom and then you double down on the retest. I think it's a wonderful idea. Only thing I don't like about it is when you buy the bottom of the trend line, you're already winning once you get to the trend line. Why put yourself in more risk? Like, why put yourself in more risk now if the pattern doesn't play out? You know? Now look, this is starting to do its thing exactly like we wanted it to do. Okay? We took a bunch of jumbled information and we drew a bunch of triangles. We created a pattern and we're playing it now. And this is how you make money. Like, very simply. Look at this playing out for me just like it was supposed to. So far, so good. Only problem is it's not filling my position all the way, and like I don't know how I can like close it. Yeah, like this is that's a glitch. This is a huge glitch with 3 commas I just found right now. It didn't fill my position all the way, so I kind of have to cancel it and then rebuy, and then I'm like I'm in the middle of too many things right now. This is bullshit. This is crap. See what it did? This is a flaw I got to talk to 3 commas about. So right now, it basically put me in here. All right, I'm up 1%, but I can't. Oh jeez, oh jeez, Louise. Okay, we're going well right now. We're going very well. We're up 1.3% now. Okay, so we're up $130 basically on this 10 grand. Right? And we're trying to get to 700. We're trying to get to 7%. I only got in for 8,600, so I'm going to end up making like $500 to $600, but I should have made more. Link starting to move, man. I see it at 17% gains. I think Bitcoin just popped as well. That's going to bring this whole market up. We have our cross coming now, our first green bar. Now we can just ride this up and make our $600, $700. Come on, baby. Come on. At this point, we can raise our stop loss to break even. So we bought at 3889. So what I have to do now is something that's very, very hard to do. And it's crazy. But what I have to do is I have to cancel this. I don't get it. Or do you hit open now? Like, I don't get when you don't get filled all the way. Now we're up 2.4%, dude. Damn, man. We just made $240. See? Dude, here we go. Here we go, man. Here we go. Here we go. This is how you make money in this market, guys. Okay? Boom. Now we're up 240. Clean. Now we're up a nice 3.26%. Now we're up $300. Easy peasy lemon squeezy, right? Okay. I have to do something insane right now. I have to cancel the order and reset it. Take a deep breath. Here we go. I'm going to show you what I have to do right now. This is crazy. They're not letting me sell out, like, because they didn't fill my order all the way. So you have to cancel the order, right? It keeps the trade up, but then you have to run the smart sell. And you have to make a smart sell. 100% of my Phantom. I got it at 3889, I think. Take profit 10%, stop loss only 2%. Everything making sense. Yes, then we create the trade. Go to a limit order, create the trade. Dude, we're okay. Now we got the trade back. We're up $490. So that's how we do it, guys. That's how we do it. And I'm about to just close that trade. Wow. I can't see my the windows are look the window's messing with me right now. Come on, man. Like, I am a little nervous. I have a lot of money in this. It's starting to make a really big move. Do I close at market price? Do I raise the stop? I think I close at market price right now. I take my 500. Look, I just lost 245 because the program, look, we got sold down. I needed that. I needed to sell that top at 7%. I had it. It was my bar got stuck. It was my computer, guys. Like, it's still stuck. Like, I can't get this screen out of the way. Damn you. Damn you to hell. I had $500, dude. Like, come on. Come on. I had two things screw me. The order didn't fill all the way, and then I lost a huge percentage when they sold it down. I would have sold it down too because I was where I wanted to be. Still growing though. How do I get this page out? Like, this is annoying. Whatever. These should be on the same page. I should be able to go back and forth. Oh, I know what I'll do. I'll open the 3 commas somewhere else. See? Gotta think smart. Gotta think smart. But you saw how they screwed me, guys. Like, I was up $500 quick. Real quick. Now we're up 261. I'll still take that, like, right? Not a bad trade, but all right, now I got both my windows open. I can watch it. I still think there's no reason to exit the trade. The big sellers sold it. I should have sold my 500, but we're still going. We're still going up. And now I can put my buy, my stop loss, as you can see here. Now my stop loss will go to break even, to 0. And now I'm out of risk completely. Completely out of risk. Okay? And we're still up damn near $240. And that's how you make money in minutes. Okay? We're up 283. At one point we were up 500. I think this is going to continue. I missed out the first time, and I wasn't going to miss out again, right? So I zeroed in here, and I made it work. And this has been my bread and butter recently. Like, I just started this like a couple weeks ago, trading in this manner. Here, we're going to go like this, make a new pennant, and we're going to boom out. I mean, and I can close the trade at 252 as well. And now here is you put a stop loss here, right here. Because if it breaks through this trend line, then you're done. So 3983. And here is where you would buy again, right here on this wick. If it breaks through here, you're no good. So it's a line in the sand right there at 3981, right? So I basically had my hand on the market sell, and I could sell market at any moment. And you just got to sit in this trade now. Now I was gonna stop streaming, but what's the point, right? I'm in the stream, so who's that person that does the unlike? So interesting. I find it interesting. He comes in on the channel every day, he or her, we don't know who it is, and hits the unlike button. Secret haters. When you have a secret hater, you're doing something really good. So now we're forming this trend line. We're back up $325. And our stop loss is at break even now. Now I'm so happy I put $10,000 into this trade, right? And dude, I've done this like 8 times, and like only 2 times have I been stopped out. And it's because I'm nailing the wicks as they move up. Like I'm manually trading these. And it should come up to this trend line, then it should come back down. Profit taken really at 4115 would be kind of cool. But you guys just saw another live trade. This is the 2nd or 3rd time I think I've done this on the channel. And I don't know what's going to happen. Like when I started the stream, I thought I was just going to talk, leave, and then do my trading. So now we're holding that trend line. We do not want to break it. We do not want to break it. I like 325, man. But the last time I closed this early, I regretted it so much. Like the trade I was in ended up ripping. Like a candle just ripped. Absolutely ripped. It was a uni. And it just went like to the moon, man. So everything's up, guys. Bitcoin must have just had a nice pump. We'll get into that in a second. Still have this window that's stuck up here. Something to do with my resolution settings or something. It's a bunch of nonsense. We got wicked back up, so people bought the bottom of the trend line. They liked it. I should turn green and just start botting. I should have closed the trade up here. I was up at damn near $700. But I couldn't see it. I couldn't see the trade though. Like I got screwed by my windows, man. So now here I'm going to close the trade. Sell a market. Boom. And that's it. That's how you do it. Made about 250. Could have made more. Should have made more. Was up 500 at one point. Okay. And now it's over. This is over. It negates the pattern now that this is falling through. Okay. And I'm done with the trade. So there was it. There was the take profit. You could see I got completely screwed over by my programs here a little bit, and by how 3 commas doesn't give you the position when it doesn't fill the position all the way. I'm gonna have to talk to 3 commas about that. You guys saw it live. You have to cancel the position and create a new position. It's kind of insane. Maybe I could smart sell while I have that set up. I don't know, but yeah. So there you go, guys. You just saw a live trade occur. We were in $700 in profits at one point. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. And remember, crypto is life. Let me just look at Bitcoin before I get out of here. I can't stop. I can't stop even though I want to stop. BTC right now. Damn, 10.5, dude. Huge. Yes. Yes. It did its thing, man. We did. Hey, last night, if you were in my Telegram group, one of the last things I posted before I went to bed was Bitcoin. And I said, look, Bitcoin, we have I said we have bullish divergence. Hopefully it'll play out. And we have a curve coming on the 4 hours. So, hey, my instincts said that we were popped, but you never know, man. It was about to roll. Let's look at it on the 1 hour. Looking good, looking good. Okay, cool. And then, so you scalp Phantom. So what you could do is you can get into Phantom long for like 1,500 to 3 grand, and then you can scalp Phantom as well for 10 grand. So it's like, and you're using the same concepts and the same ideas. You're just slightly tweaking your time frames. Pretty cool, honestly. So what happened to it? Looking really strong on the 1 hour. I mean, it's like booming. About to roll over though. And there you go. We came all the way back down to where the trade began. Look, where I got in at the breakout. Somewhere right there. Interesting, see? And that's why you have to take profits on these. And this is a microcosm of basically where we're at in real life, you know, with your other trades. If you hold them too long, you end up being back in no profits again. It happened to almost every single coin you've seen. So now we're in a bit of this. In my opinion, it's kind of like a bull pennant, and we're at the bottom of the bull pennant. Be a nice place. Are we going to now break out of this bull pennant? The idea would have been to buy the wick there, right here, but we wicked up and we had support. You can see we hit it here, we hit it here, we hit it here. So now it's saying, you know what, I like the support region. And on the 1 minute, we have our pink about to come again, which we played a second ago. We played twice now. Here in the pink. Here in the pink wouldn't have been as good of a move, but it would have been the beginning. And then here in the pink was the beginning of the big move. And here we're going to have another pink. So you're going to watch this again, and this could be a nice re-entry, right? And now that I've already cleared 300, I can now use that as my stop loss, okay? And now we can kind of continue that idea that I'm playing with their stop loss now and not mine. I like this now. I feel like it's chance this does break out. You buy the bottom of the pennant here, and we're in the pink. So now you do the same thing, and this is bullish, man. You have to remember the bigger chart is very bullish. So you do the same thing here. You buy right now on that first pink bar. So we have our 10,000 set take profit. That would be your first buy. Or keep going down though. There's a chance, but I don't, because I see a second histogram that's telling me no. And I see hidden bullish divergence from this swing to this swing is an uptrend. But from this swing to this swing is a downtrend. That's hidden bullish divergence as well. Tells me that the trend should continue. So at 3992, we're going to split our targets. Again, we're going to have our 2% stop loss, which is going to put us right here below the pattern for a wick, which is not the healthiest. See, that's why this trade already is not in position, because you would have wanted to get the wick now, and you'd be in such a good spot right now away from your stop. But this looks like it's going to break out, honestly, just because I see the histogram starting to do its thing. A lot of buy and sell pressure right here too on this in this order. You can see we have heavy resistance there, which boosted us back up, which tells me I think we're going to keep moving. So 3910.9. So 3934, we're going to get 3936. We're going to get back into this trade. Probably won't fill me again, right? We'll have to do the same craziness. Okay, it got me in now. So now we're in again for 10,000. And the idea is we're going to play the breakout. Okay, stop loss again is at 2%. And we're going to play this breakout. And we're going to try to get right back to where we were. And we're going to try to gain the breakout of the pattern. 4.9%, another $500. We're going to try to scalp right now when the blue line curves. If we get rejected by the trend line, I should just get out of break even, call it a day. You know, boom, there we go. Breakout. We got our breakout candle. I'm trading. I'm actively trading. I'm in a trade with $10,000.
But are you live right now?
Yes.
Oh, then you should calm down.
Yeah. Okay. This will be the last trade, guys, and then I'm gonna rest my brain, honestly. This time I'm taking the 500. I don't give a damn what happens after that. I'm just playing these patterns, guys, the way they're supposed to be played. There's really no mystery to this, right? Really no mystery at all. Already up 63 bucks. I mean, I could raise my stop loss to break even soon. And we have the 21-day moving average right there, which is going to hold us a support as well. Using all the knowledge I've obtained over the years and putting it to work. Sometimes these retest, but you don't see it as much as the other retests. So that's kind of their retest. They just come down to the moving average and bounce away. People buy the wick of that moving average. People love the wick because the wick gives them more support, right? Like if I bought these wicks, it gives me more support. And I'm already going to raise my stop loss to 1% now because I don't want to lose any money. Okay? Well, yeah, we'll keep it at 2. I'm still really tight. We're up $80 now on the scalp. Okay? Now we just need to wait like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 minutes, man. These minutes do feel like hours. I'll be honest. It's like these minutes feel like hours. I guess I'm a day trader now. I never realized that I was a day trader, but I guess I am. Okay, we should be up about 100 at this point. Maybe even a little more. Yeah, 162 now. We're clearing. I can't make this stuff up. Like, I can't make it up. Okay? Crypto lifer, man. If you're not in this channel, I don't know what you guys are doing. Right? You guys tell your friends, tell all the other crypto people, jump into other groups, tell them what you're learning. Tell them what you're seeing. Tell them you're watching live trades. Like, I've never seen anyone do this. Like, very rarely do I see anyone do this. You know? Very rare. We have the 4-hour working for us too, guys. Remember that. I know the long-term picture of this coin. So even though I'm deep in the 1 minute, I know what the 4-hour looks like. Okay? And again, I should be at way more, but the risky buy was here. We didn't know if it was going to break out. It could have came back down to the pattern, right? So we didn't know that we were going to make this money. Loving the live trades. I mean, who does this? No one does this. Nobody. Here we got a bull flag. So now you draw your bull flag. You just keep drawing patterns, guys. Now you put your stop loss right here, because if it falls through this bull flag like this is happening, it negates the trade yet again. And we should get a wick on the end of, if we're getting wicks, that means I know other traders are buying into the bottom of the pattern. Okay, that's what the wick is telling me. So the more you trust yourself as a trader, you know more about what other traders are doing, and then you're able to make that self-fulfilling prophecy idea, right? Ooh, bad. That was bad. That candle right there was no good. Could be possible retest. Could be a wick at the base. We'll see where this goes. But it could negate the trade. We're up. Okay. See, now this trade may not work out. It may be time to just kind of get out. It should have kept moving and moving out of this pattern, but now it's not, right? So it's a line in the sand right now. Right now, I kind of think the trade is that we got a red bar too. We didn't get our cross, right? And now the trade's going a little negative. We could say that it's doing this now, though. It's starting a new bull flag, like this. So that's what we're hoping. And basically, it's just going to come up, come down, and then break out of this flag. So now you got to hope that this line holds, and that's your line in the sand on that. It can be boring at times, right? So I do like to play music. I've been playing this pretty cool stuff. If you ever listen to 88D music, kind of like flows through your head. Put on your headphones, guys. Watch this. This is 8 D music, okay? It's gonna move, and it's gonna feel like you're in the room or in certain places. See, like my left ear feels like it's, and then it, put some headphones on. This will bug you guys out. Now we got some pink now. Trade's starting to move again. It moves from ear to ear. Ooh, we got our candle, baby. Look at that, boom. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's do this. Oh, they sold it down that fast. Come on, break out. Break out and hold. Break out and hold, baby. You're in the pink. You got your cross. Molto bene. Mucho. Come on, baby. We can get our 5%. You guys hearing this? It's like moving all around your ears. It's absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. It's all about the good vibes, guys. Yeah, we're gonna have that candle closed. But the idea, you gotta put headphones on and listen to it. It's 8D audio. Like, you know, I have 4D, 3D, it's 8D audio. I mean, XYZ space in a conceptualized look. And now we have our candle opening above the, dude. Phantom, man. Thank you, Muser, bro, for putting this on my radar. So now we're getting heavy sell pressure. It's telling me, is Bitcoin playing games? Something's going on, right? Something's going on here. Now I want to put my stop loss somewhere in the pattern, because if it comes back into the pattern, that negates this, that it's breaking out as well. See, you just, these ideas are always flowing. Come on. Come on. We did have heavy sell pressure. That's just, this is telling you. Kind of sad. This is kind of indicating that the move may be over. Up 127. Might have to close the trade. I'm gonna raise my stop loss to a 1%. I think we got bought off. We just got bought up off the trend line. These are retests right now. They're trying to retest this trend line. See? Everyone's trying to see what's going on with the retest. Oof. We got pushed down. And there you go. You're back in the pattern again. We are bouncing off the balance of the trend line. Now it could tell me. So now we shift. One idea we can do, try to keep the trade alive, is this idea, is that we are in a bull flag, which is very possible. And right now we're just kind of doing our thing until we boom out. That was a fake out though. They faked us out for sure. Got bought back at the bottom of the trend line, which is where it would be you would want to enter again. So there should be a wick there. This trade's just acting out a little harder than the other ones. Didn't go so easy. Thought it was just gonna keep moving. Didn't go so easy. Now it's falling out of the pattern, but we keep getting bought up on that wick, which is very strong. We should get bought up on the wick here on the bottom of the trend line. I got a doctor's appointment today at 3 o'clock. Hate regular life. Now we're in the red here. Now we need to wait for pink. So we didn't get our cross like we wanted. We got a little bit of a cross. It was a fake out. It didn't happen. Now we're down 30 bucks just to give you guys the realness, right? Again, should have bought here when the pattern was at the bottom of the trend line. I tried to buy a breakout like right around here, which is way harder to do than buying the bottom of the trend line. Just remember that too. Oof. What are the odds that would happen? A boom right back into the pattern? Very, very strong. Very strong. We just got huge volume, guys. With a cross, with the pink. This actually may turn this whole trade around right now. I think it's going to now start to break out. I think they fake people out here. And they stop them out down here. Yeah, they're playing with these guys. But if you do things very meticulous like I do, I feel like it's harder for them to know what you're doing. Because you're like an algorithm. You're just like, no, doop, 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 doop. We're up 100 bucks right now. Stop loss is at 1%. We can only lose 100 bucks. And there's a chance. There's a chance, my friend, for greatness today, right? Phantom to the moon, man. Phantom to the moon. Let's get a cross now. Let's get that cross. Let's get that boom. I can't believe we got that boom candle right off the base of the support there. See how like the music sounds like it's way over here in the back of your head, but then it like moves through your brain, dude. So crazy. Let's get the breakout now. Come on, man. You faked this out. Now let's get the breakout. I think we're finally getting our cross. Double bottom here on the RSI. Look, double bottom, double bottom, double bottom. Those are bullish patterns, guys. This is taking a lot longer than it's supposed to. Supposed to make $500 in 5 minutes. We're up 137 right now, 1.37 on the trade. Buying the bottom of the trend line is very powerful. Something I will look to implement. No, you have to. You have to. It's the only way to trade. You can't do any other thing. You can't do anything else. It's like wake up. It's like opening your eyes when you wake up. You have to. There's no other way to trade, dude. If you're not doing it, you're dumb money. If you're not buying the bottom of the pattern, you're dumb money. Your stop losses are gonna get hit. You're not gonna be able to trade like me, and you're not gonna experience the euphoria and the fun and the freedom because you won't be disciplined in your entries. The discipline in your entries lets you make these fun trades and enjoy trading and go live and do all the fun things I'm doing as a crypto lifer. It took years of discipline. Years. Oh, you haven't started trading yet? That's awesome, man. Then you're in the great place. You're in the best place ever. I wish I was this smart as you, because I was not. I began trading, and I didn't know a damn thing. I thought I did, but I did not. And I suffered the consequences many, many times. So I'm not... You know, I just read a quote yesterday. It says, an expert is just someone that has made every mistake in a narrow niche. An expert is just the person who's made every mistake possible in a narrow niche. You know? This trade is so boring, it makes me want to close it. Doji reversal. Bull flag. Yellow. We didn't get our push up as much as we should have. Still flat. I think I'm going to close the trade up 137. No reason to close the trade. Like, we're about to pop, you know? We're about to pop, man. I gotta take a piss. I haven't gone to the bathroom in hours. All right, I've been on since 9:30. Damn, man. This is lo-fi hip-hop music. Low frequency music, bro. No. Candle just appeared out of nowhere. So you're gonna test this. You want to test the bottom of the trend line one more time, huh? You want to test the 200 to 21 moving average one more time is what you want, is what you're telling me before you blast. Okay? You whipped off of it now. Tested it again. Keep testing it. Come on, man. And this is lo-fi. This will put you to sleep. Oh, this is taking forever. Bounce off the trend line. There you go. Come back in. You can see it's clearly making higher lows. And look, the price is going up while the RSI is now negating. Nope, shouldn't be doing that. That's it. Falling out of the pattern unless we're in this and it's respecting this trend line. Just now it's kind of choosing a wedge and no, stay in the flag, man. There you go. Bought off the trend line again. So look, we bought off the trend line, we bought off the trend line, we bought these guys. Whoever it is doing the same thing I'm doing. They're buying off the bottom of these trend lines. So look, you guys got lucky when you joined the stream and XRP user said Phantom and we showed you this move right here, because you don't always get to see that, right? Even that was just pure luck. Like, to see that in action was really special today. Really, really special. Hello? This trade is taking forever and I don't know why. Wish I could go to sleep and close my eyes. When will I watch this RSI? MACD, please turn for me. Turn for me, MACD. Watching all these histograms, trying to grab my fistogram, trying to get my fist some grams. Go to the dispensary, this is why I trade for weed. Mama, I got bad news. Oh, falling out of the pattern again. That's it. Giving up. They're making it too hard on me, man. They're trying to wick everybody out. But they didn't know that I got on the bottom. Don't do what? Don't close the trade? You think it's gonna go well? Think I'm in a good spot? It's fighting this region really strong, but it's just not. Ride or die, baby. Yeah. Nah, we're getting lower lows. Now we're forming a wedge. See? Now we're forming a wedge, and I don't like it. We fell out of my bullish patterns, negated the trade, going into the oversold region. We wanted to keep moving up, man. Was there any divergence that I didn't see? Maybe slight? Let me delete this stuff and try to get fresh. You think it's gonna go all the way to $2.80? You kidding me? I mean, this is technically a breakout. This fallen wedge right now. Ooh, I see a nice pattern actually, guys. Look, I was messing up. I didn't look at the big picture. Big picture is beautiful. Gains are coming. There it is. Trend line. That was just the second touch. You always get 2 touches. There it is. There is the pattern. Sometimes you have to clear your mind to find the pattern. There it is right there. Look at that. We found it. We found our way, guys. And we're gonna get our 6.8%. We are. I mean, we may get rejected right here. There it is. I found it. They tried to blind me, but I found my way. They tried to keep me down every day, but I work just to find my way. You guys know I am a rap artist. A lot of people don't know that. People don't believe it. But Sam Price, Life Elixir. The elixir of life, man. Like what keeps you going, right? There's me. Amazon Music, find me. You can buy my songs right here on Amazon. Check it out. I'll throw a link here if you guys want to support my music. But yeah, I think that was it, man. Now we're gonna hug the trend line and make our way. I just didn't see it. I couldn't see it. I didn't see the bull flag. It was a little bigger than the other pattern. But that's kind of, this is where we started. This is where we started. Right here like this. It's definitely where we started in a similar type of thing. Look, we bounce off the pattern. Now we're playing games. Get it back above these moving averages. We don't want to see a cross. Let's get the pink going. That was the buy, buying the pink. Bottom of the trend line. Scared money don't make money, boy. We don't have enough touches though, so it's gotta be kind of more. It's gotta be a more vicious line. This one has to be more like that. I just want the touch there and the touches there. This is playing games. Yeah, it's. They keep trying to trick us. They keep trying to trick people. So you just gotta stay super calm. Super calm. Trade's gonna take a little longer than it was supposed to. You can see that we are coiling into this wick though. You throw in some Bollinger Bands, I mean. If you're just joining me, I did an entire stream. You can go to the back and watch it. We went over Bitcoin, Bitcoin dominance. We went over tons of coins. A bunch of people jumped in. Now I got myself into a phantom trade. And now I'm trying to get myself out of it. So, and I have to just wade it through. There's nothing I can do, right? I want to see us break out of this pattern and then begin to make a move. Currently up like, you know, $60, $70. My program's telling me the price is different than it is. I don't like that. Here we go. Definitely a chance we break back down here again one more time. If you're in these trades, don't be scared of this happening. And then we even, a lot of times, retest. So even if this could happen, we could break out and retest. We kind of want the retest. It's healthy. Damn, we got rejected by the trend yet again. Oh. Come on, man. Bust through the trend. And this is what it's like to leverage trade, right? Because you're sitting there, 10x levy. It's got to go a certain way. You don't have a lot of wiggle room. I'd like to see a flag right out. Oh wow, someone took the like away. See? That dislike disappeared. I mean, I'm showing people how to trade live. Like, how the hell could you dislike that? I'll play you guys one of my songs, Mind's Island. Tell me, wait, here's what my song coming up, right? Even though I really like this laid back music, but tell me what you think of this.
Lingering on a string, time may pass you by. Not all about golden rings in this life.
Got a whole music video and everything here.
Think about reality, blinking is a casualty. My brother tried to battle me, people gorging on cattle beef. I'm in the port, man, waiting for Natalie. Paddle deep, my saddle squeaks, jumping 10 ladder leaps through fallacies. Cause all the chat is cheap, remove the dirt and tap your cleats. Like an athlete, my wings broken, got a shattered beak. Still have to speak until the laughter leaks. Out the other half of me, drifting past the sea until I'm fast asleep.
Lingering on a string, time may pass you by. Not all about golden rings in this life.
Yep, I wrote that. I'm not all about golden rings in this life, you know. And you have trends. Like there's a trend that broke. There's a new trend. I'd like to see it hold. They can almost see a wedge here. See that? Got no volume, like we just stalled out. We're in the pink now.
9 to 5, yeah, we gotta grind to stay alive, and pay the fine. A better prize is to realize this life's worth.
You know,
more
this
than
video is like
realize.
7 years old. I'm still using the same mic. I still have the same mic right now in front of me. That's the same mic in that video.
I'd rather see it bird chirp than tweet. Greed is hurting me. There's no degree of certainty. Who knows why there's an eye in the pyramid? I know we'll get by with all my spirit kid. I let the seesaw crash and splash my face, On an island with no care. The earth, the water, the wind and air. Watch the waves and the sun rays pass away. They'll pass away, pass away.
Lingering on a string, time may pass you by. Not all about golden rings in this
There we
life.
go. There we go. Let's get the breakout.
Not in the sea,
Break the trend.
away from everyone. I could fall fast
I don't know if this was gonna take this long, man. There we go.
And all the guns
Candle
that
close.
we buy,
Boom. There we
and
go,
all the
baby.
eyes that I
Breakout.
see cry.
There we go.
And the tank still blast away.
There we go.
Blast away.
There we go.
All the money that
There we go.
all the kids
Come on, man. Come on. Don't get rejected by this trend line. Break right through that. 3 times in a row. Who's taking profits here? Stop. Stop taking profits there. Let this fly, baby. Let it fly. Yes. Come on, baby. Fly, baby. Fly. You got rejected here 3 times now. End it. End it. End it. Yes. 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 Please. Please. 236. Come on, baby. I want 500, man. Nothing less. 300. Up 3%. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on, baby mamacita. Come on, mama. Mumalata. Now it's gonna fly. Oh, come on. How are you gonna do that? 1 minute candle. That's some big ass bull taking over, man. Come on, man. Let that thing fly. Stop taking profits up here. Who keeps doing that? Some prick. Come on, dude. Like, just let us run, man. Like, you want to get in with us too, man. Let it run. Look, we got a lot of buys and sell pressure right here now. So now I'm up 260, right? Now I can, I can't believe 9 people are still here. Like, this is nuts, right? You guys are maniacs. But I mean, it's exciting to see. Like, will I win or will I lose? Right? Like, this is the live. Like, what's gonna happen to the crypto lifer? Bouncing off the trend now. We're up 215. I'm feeling confident to put my stop loss at break even now at this point. I think we're gonna do a flag here now. That was a beautiful big candle. That's what we needed. We were waiting on that volume. And look, I'm setting it up. I'm setting it up to, and look, wicking at the bottom of the trend line. These are just indications. Ooh, I don't like that. Why? I just don't get it, guys. Like, run it. You got the whole world watching this coin right now. Like, mad people want to buy it. The 4 hour looks great. Like, run it up. You know, what are you all waiting for? Like, you really need to scheme that many people? Just put your money in and let it run. Freaking bastards, man. You guys are such scumbuckets, man. These market manipulators, dude. I don't get how it gaps down like that. Like, you know? It's not a good sign that it broke below the trend line. Not a good sign. It doesn't make any sense now. We don't have a clear pattern. I don't like it now. My OCD's getting affected. I don't like it.
Yeah. What up, Knock? What's poppin', man?
It could be a retest technically though. Like a fate, like this could be the breakout, retest, and then breakout again. But it won't come all. It's not gonna come down here though. Come on, man. You don't need a retest.
No video hoes, nothing but a flow. No crew, no gold, no clothes.
There's more tracks by me.
No entourage, a cause in the garage. Nothing but a flow. I don't need them fancy facades. I don't need nothing but a flow. Nothing but a flow. To show you something, show you something, show you something.
I don't need a chain, I don't need a range, I don't need a bank account with a big advance. All I need is the blood up in my veins. To show you something, show you something, show you something. I don't need a chain, I don't need a range, I don't need a bank account with a big advance. All I need is the blood up in my veins. To show you something, show you something, show you something. Now they all frontin', say they got this, say they got that, say they got money tall like a top hat. I'm on a rebound so I get the ball back. Never lost it, I don't need my spot back. I'm on the roster with the Rosses in a raw bag. My life is what it cost, I never saw that. I paid a price, that's my last name. Shouldn't throw stones if you living in a glass frame. Get away, roll a bone with a bad name. I got a lot of options, I got a lot of motions. Money isn't everything, and that's the proper notion. Drowning in chips, are you drowning in the ocean? Swimming for success. Do you have a heart Or is it pinned on your chest? I don't need diamonds and gold. Shopping sprees and buying out the stove. Following on my gut is where I go. Cause I don't need nothing but a flow. No plays, no Jews, no video hoes. I think we're breaking out of a wedge. This is what I'm thinking here.
No entourage, or causing the garage. Nothing but a flow.
They're playing games though.
I don't need nothing but a
Look at the
flow.
lick.
Nothing but a flow.
They're trying to do a retest technically before a breakout. I don't know why they have to do that, but
I don't need a range. I don't need a bank account with a bigger veins. All I need is the blood up in my veins. To show you something, show you something.
we are respecting this trend line too. You have to remember this trend line that we
I don't need
formed.
a bank account with a bigger
So
veins.
that's why we're
All I
wicking off
need is
it.
the blood up in my veins. To show you something, show you something, show you something. I'm heavily lifting, call me
Schwarzenegger, steadily gifted and I'm spitting with the force of anger. Man, please don't tie me down. Torture chamber, here just listen to my sound. Of course a banger. Music is my everything, all that I ever have. Voices get as the cheddar pass. It grows moldy, stay a goodie but an oldie. Why you staying locks like Goldie? The truth hurts, so my flow's like a blast from cashes. Bow your head, Catholic masses. I'ma keep it real till I'm a flask of ashes. All Moses needed was a stone and tablets. All I really need is vocal doubles and ad-libs. Plus these notes up in my iPhone. Let me get up in my zone. The hook says it all, well what was my poem? Nothing but a flow. Chains, no beans, no video hoes. Nothing but a flow, no fruit, no gold, no clothes. Nothing but a flow, no entourage. A cars in the garage. Nothing but a flow. I don't need the fancy facades. I don't need nothing but a flow, nothing but a flow. To show you something, show you something, show you something.
I don't need a chain,
I don't need a range, I don't need a bank account with a big advance. All I need is the blood up in my veins. To show you something, show you something, show you something. I don't need a chain, I don't need a range, I don't need a bank account with a big advance. All I need is the blood up in my veins. And I need this to get back into the pattern. Get back into your pattern. You little bitch mode. Look at that. That was insane price action. Get back into the pattern, man. You whipped off of the line so many times. You've done your due diligence. You've whipped out who you could wick out. You've made your money on these exchanges. Like, now let us play, man. Let us play. Okay, so now I see what's going on again. So now we trash it all, and now you see we're forming another bull flag. That's all. Whenever I see that round, that's all that's happening right here is this. Sorry, I don't know who that is, but I'm not into the swearings. All right, so now we're in here. Now we're going to go for this. Stop loss is now at break even. So you see we're working the trade now. This trade is taking a lot out of me. It's taking a lot out of me, I'll be honest. We have the 21-day moving average now holding us up as support. Okay. We are kind of overfilled now. We should get back to the line. I feel like I should take my $210, man, and then we could get a bounce though too, and then we have a bigger pattern to play. Now we have an even bigger pattern here. All bullish too, by the way, so everything is very bullish. Right there. The angle of your moves are important because okay, now this is starting to break out of that triangle. Just break out, man. Like, I never seen so much faking out, man. It's just let's look at Bitcoin, right? Is it Bitcoin? Is Bitcoin playing games? Is that what it is, guys? Is that why we're not able to make these pushes up? Ooh, we just pushed up. This thing is acting up. My system isn't in line with the like this says you're up. Now we're retesting. Retest this line and break off. Wick off of it. Give me a wick off. Damn, trading is hard sometimes, right guys? It's just Jesus. I should have been out of the trade, man, right here. Well, I was out of that trade up there, but that should have been 500. I should call it a day. Okay, retest. We got the retest. Okay. The more you watch this, the more you'll get comfortable with what's going on, right? There should be retesting off this trend line. We don't want to see it break. If it breaks down, it has to bounce off this trend line. If it doesn't do that, then it's a negated pattern yet again. You could also kind of do, yeah, but that's it. I feel like it's breaking out and it's retesting, but it could also be at the bottom of the trend line yet again. It is respecting this trend on the way up. It's basically still in the same trend as this line here too. The angle of the trend is, you know, it's like it boomed up and it's continuing, boomed up and it's continuing, boomed up and it's continuing, like setting new levels of support each time, right? Now we have a very heavy line of support action here. You can see the VPVR actually kicking in as well. I need to eat. I need to go to the bathroom. Trading is just insane, right? When you're obsessive like me, like I'm not going to give it up. Been in this trade too long to make it, I'm trying to work through it. I'll keep playing some of my album. You guys liked it? Did you guys like my album? You guys feeling it at all? Anyone completely surprised that I rap? I make rap music? Does that just like blow your minds completely?
Sam Price, Knock It Out Records. Yeah.
Just never marketed my music like I should have. Sad, but I went hard, man. What's another good song? This is a good song, Greatest Feeling.
Microphone.
Dream in a boombox, left my home.
Seemed it was too hot, came back. No keys, no locks. All alone, got chased by 2 cops. No forgiving, now I'm living in the boondocks. Feeling like I'm gonna wanna change myself. Don't wanna play the cards I was dealt, but I am what I am. Gotta tighten up my belt. Look at yourself, there you are. Take a look and there you are. Stop and think now, there you are. Standing underneath the stars. Ask yourself who you're supposed to see. If you're not who you hope to be. Stop and think now, there you are. Standing underneath the stars.
Smashing down these walls, 'cause I gotta let go.
Also, we're psychologically supported 4 cents. Something I didn't realize too. You know, like gotta break 4 cents. Like everyone just, once we break 4 cents, like we should ride off to the sky. Like, break it for the sun is running out. So long. Stop loss is down here, 3.6. I'm at 3.863. So I'm like way down here, man. Right there. That's it, man. This is pissing me off. That's falling out of the pattern. Now it has to bounce off this area for support. And then it's negating it. Now I can't see a clear pattern unless it's a falling wedge like this. So now it's a falling wedge. I think I hit off of it, and we're hitting this area of support and resistance. Trade's taking too long. At this point, I'm getting frustrated with the trade, right? It's just taking too damn long. And we could get back down to the bottom of this pattern here. Sell now and then get back in here at the bottom of the pattern, honestly. Well, there was our retest. We got back into this pattern. Oh, and we flipped it in 2 seconds. I'm going to defend the position right now and make sure I get 50% no matter what. I mean, 50 bucks no matter what. So what I did is I just basically put my stop loss so I could make 50 bucks no matter what. Because I'm like, I'm not going to lose this trade after all this time. I'm going to make at least 50 bucks an hour, right? I've been in it for an hour, right? So I'm going to make 50 bucks an hour if I have to, man. Let the rain keep pouring, the sun is shining bright, so alive, it's the greatest feeling. Now we have to break through support resistance again. That was heavy support, you know. I think we'll be good, man. Alright guys, I'm gonna run. I have to go to the bathroom, man. I want to basically bring this trade to fruition for you guys, but it's just taking way too long, man. You know, I just keep the trade up. I'll turn the mic off and just keep the trade up so you guys can just check on it. Yeah, see now it just keeps not respecting this. I think I just got stopped out. I should have just got stopped out for 50 bucks. It fell through my stop. Can you believe that? Shady bastards, bro. They only filled 50% of my trade, like. Now it's going to bounce off this trend line here, which it should have anyway. That was the time. These guys are hilarious. But that was the move of this bigger pattern. It should come down to the bottom of the trend line and then get bought back up. That actually is the idea here. Now I'm in a strange spot. It filled 50% of my old trade. Now I don't know what. This is the only thing I don't like about 3 commas. When it doesn't fill a whole position, it does wacky stuff, honestly. And it's hard to see your position anymore. Like, I can't see my position anymore. Like, what I mean by that is, see, I'm going to write the 3 commas because right now, this is the one issue with 3 commas. So it filled 50% of the position. But I can't sit and edit the other part of the position. It won't let me. Do I smart sell the remaining? Right? Can I smart sell the remaining? Right? I guess I can. Is that what's going on now? Like, it's very confusing, right? And now I can't see where I am in the trade. Again, though, this is good. We should have bounced off this trend line for the 3rd time. Keep going, then we should break out now. Should be a breakout. So what I'm going to do is, when this happens, what you have to do is kind of cancel the trade, which sucks because for a split second, you're not protected if anything happens. So I cancel the trade. The position on the exchange is still open, right? Then I go back to smart trade and I hit, or smart sell actually, because I'm already in a position and I want 100% of my phantoms. I got in at 389, right? Current price is up. So we're in at 3889. I would like to take 10% and I would like to have a stop loss of 2%. And then I'll create the trade. Make sure this is on limit, even though it just fell through my limit order, which I see happening a lot lately. And now we're back in the trade, and we can kind of plan it out but now I'm only in for 98 bucks, right? So that's not right. So hold on, I gotta see something here because it said it sold half the position. That doesn't make any sense. So this is where 3 commas kind of has a bit of a mess up here. Okay. Yeah, I'm in Phantom for 4,000. So that means I have an order somewhere open. This is where things can get hairy now, because now I have $4,000 in Phantom and I can't get to it or see it. Not great. So here, I'm gonna refresh the page because hopefully that will work. Okay, gonna refresh the page. We're gonna go back to Phantom and we're gonna always remain calm no matter what's happening, because that's just the only way you can handle these situations. We're gonna smart sell all the Phantom, which is 109,000 Phantom, right? Which is $4,000. There we go. We would like to make 10%. I would not like to lose more than 2%. 5% is 200, right? That's 3856. I bought at 3889. 386, yeah, 3889. Okay, and then I'm gonna create that trade. This is weird though, because now I have like 2 positions open, one for $100, one for the rest. But it's, as long as they're both protected, I don't really care. Because now we're still up $50 in Phantom, and we're still in the trade, which is insane, right? And we made money. We did make money. But now I basically took half of the position away because, number one, it wasn't going as well as I liked it to go. It was taking way too long, right? And now I have less risk. Now I'm at the bottom of the trend line. We're in a good spot, right? So now I really should just be able to play this. Boom, 2.5% back up to the top here. Yeah. And we're in the pink with the blue line curving, bottom of the trend line. Perfect time to enter the trade yet again. And you could just do this over and over again. So in 2 hours, we made about $300 so far on Phantom. It was a whole lot harder than it was supposed to be, but come on now. Like, people work way harder for their money, right? I mean, actually, I don't want to actually downplay how hard trading is, because it's very hard, okay? So, yeah, I don't want to downplay how hard it is to trade. Another thing they do is when they sell half a position like that, it doesn't end up in your trading diary. Like, when you only sell a quarter of the position and then you don't close the whole position, it almost like doesn't show you. Maybe when I sell the whole position, it'll bring in what I did on 3 commas, but it doesn't show you everything immediately. We're at a bit of a pause right now too. Let's look at Bitcoin. Nice, really nice. On the 1 minute, we got a beautiful flag for Bitcoin. So this is time. That's really nice. In the 1 hour, we had our cross. We went up. We got rejected by 10, 6, 8, 7. Very, very good, guys. I just told you the weekly candle got to close above 10,500. And there you go. That was on the 1 hour. Thought we saw divergence the other day. Yeah, right there it was, I guess, because it was going down. But the price is going up right here. Yeah, this was the divider. Very slight, but you can see, like, if you took the wicks, the price went down on the lows, but here the price went up. 30 minutes, far more apparent. There it is, yeah. So the 30-minute was obvious. Bullish divergence. Played out for us. Saved the day. Saved the day yet again. Boom. Boomed up all the positions. Boomed up my long-term holdings. We did better than we thought. Back to the dashboard. Back to the Phantom trade. 3964. Doing well. Come on, man. Starting to make its way back up to the top of the pattern. Doing what it does. Now it's claiming we're up $77 right now on the trade. All right, guys, now I'm going to leave you guys with that. Now, see, look, I'm up 77 and 1, and I'm going to leave you guys with that. Real trading, done real time, in front of people, not being scared. And look, boom, We're going to make it back to the... Can we break through this support region now? Which is strong resistance now because it was support. Oh, we got... See, people took their money there. It's as if you can predict everything happening right in front of you. Break through that support, man. That's crap support. So now we're up 111 already on this $4 grand. Yeah, because 1% is 40 bucks. Yeah, and we used 4,200. Yep. I made Phantom my bitch today. Sorry with the profanities, but I made it my complete bitch. Like, boom, dude, I look away and more money is coming my way. It's great. Now we're up another 120. We already took like 60. And look, see how you buy the bottom of the trend and you just kind of just keep playing this idea. But you just got to keep changing the... See how I changed the pattern so many times? First, it was a bull flag. Then I couldn't see this initial pattern. I couldn't see this one at first, right? It didn't dawn on me until I kept working it. And then I said, wait. Oh my God, I see a bigger triangle here. Amazing, right? So just keep tweaking and flipping and creating the idea, you know? We got our cross now, our first green histogram. Now we're back in the money. Hopefully we get one of these, right? You never know. The plan is to just keep going till you get a couple of these. We got one there, we got one there. Out of how many? One. We got a little bit of a pump. Two, got a nice pump. Three, we didn't cross and we still got a pump. Look at right there. We didn't even really cross. We just got into the pink and we got a pump. Here's our cross. We got a nice pump. So 2 out of the last 4, though, we got insane pumps. This pump's pretty good, if you ask me. Damn, I have to go to the doctor soon. Like, I'm gonna have to leave here. This stinks. Oh. Back above 4 again. Took forever. We haven't been above 4 in like 30 minutes, so get these reversal dojis though. Come on, push that up. Get out of the pattern, man. You guys still with me? Do I still have subscribers on right now? Like, this is nuts. 7? Any comments that I'm missing? Is the money calling? It's the money calling. Yeah, right. Fire track. Thank you, bro. You guys like my songs? It's dope, man. I didn't even look at that. Thank you very much. It means a lot to me, Bagwell. Get a bag well. We do bag. We get bags real well here. That's a doji reversal. It kind of tells me that things may reverse here. Come on, baby. Let this be the one like this. Break out. Break out of the pattern. So technically, to be safe, you would sell right now at the top of the pattern. You would sell at the top of the pattern. So we're up 3% again. Like, just nuts, man, that we're able to do this over and over again. Yeah, see, negated. I'm going to raise my stop to 3%, which is 4005. And then I hope we break out. And we are right now. So far, so good. Here's the trade. We're up 1.52, 3.5% again. 280 on that. $900 is up $3 already. Like, that's funny, man. I'm just having really trouble. I have to pee. I can't believe it. Like, oh my god. I'm leaving this trade, but I have to go to the bathroom. Okay. Getting rejected there. Come on, man. I probably should have just got stopped out. Very close. It's a line in the sand for me, man. Ooh, 405 is me, so 405 I'm out. Oof. Did I get saved by that green candle? Also that support there. I should just go to break even and let this thing ride. So much on it. Alright, I put 1%. I'm letting it ride. $1 stop loss. I'm gonna let it ride. I mean, 1% in profit stop loss. So we're gonna take at least $50 off the trade, no matter what. We're gonna make $50 an hour on this, on every hour. We've spent 2 hours now, so we're gonna make at least 100. And other people, they compare trading to like, oh, I didn't make millions, but like, why do you compare trading to a 9 to 5? Like, can you make $100 an hour? Plausible. You see, I showed you guys I could do that clearly, so. All right, like 1:30, I have to leave. So no matter what, I gotta start gearing up. Yes. I looked down and we were doing good. We're breaking out of the pattern, guys. It's happening. But dude, we keep getting faked out. We got faked out up here. Fake breakouts. We should be doing well though. Yeah, we are. Oh, I just want to close this trade. Oof, we got our candles, man. We're getting our breakout now. Oof. See, I wish that if it never messed up, I would still have the 10K in here, man. We're still doing good though. We're up now we're up 4.5%. Clearing 200 on the trade. It should be up 500 though, but they negated half of my position when they. So this is how we do, man. We've been watching this all along. Bottom of the trend line buy. We buy into these wicks. Look how we don't get stopped out with 2% stop losses right here. So you can put 10K on this and only risk 200 bucks. Boom. Yo, I am showing you guys how to be profitable. Ooh, look at that, dude. I've never seen anything like that. That was the scammiest shit I ever seen. That's usually a retest. That was the fastest I've ever seen money change hands. Look at that. Like, they went boom and boom. That's why the minute candle is treacherous. Treacherous. That's a retest, though. Come back up. Come back up. Look, that's retesting support, in my opinion, which is so strong. Look, we held it here, held it here, held it here. How are we going to break through? It's such strong support. Look, resistance, resistance, resistance. Support, 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 resistance, resistance, support. Bounce away, man. How are you going to come back into the pattern like that? These guys are manipulators, man. Like, you can just see pure scum. Pure scum. So I would have been stopped there for 100. Damn, that was it. Take profits was right there. 4101. This trade is a Magic Media, fire. What's going on, man? The house music, get nasty. Yeah, bro. So right now we're in a 10K. We're in a 10K scalp. Buying at the bottom of the trend line right now. Holding. We're up now 2.7%. And basically, I'm teaching people how to scalp on the 1 minute chart. And we've been killing it on Phantom all day. I keep just drawing patterns, buying at the bottom of the trend lines, and taking profits at the top of the trend line. Now we were waiting for a breakout, which was a fake out, holding strong support in this area, so we want to see it break above it. I have a 1% stop loss, so I'm already in profit. We just want to see this kind of come to fruition now. We've been in the trade for over an hour. It's only really supposed to be 15 minutes. We made our first 500 in like the first 5 minutes of the trade, or the first trade we made in 5 minutes. But that's why basically I'm teaching my subscribers how to use the 1 minute to scalp. And I'm explaining how you buy the bottom of the trend line and basically you sell at support and resistance regions. If we look at this trade also on the 4 hour though, I just wanted to point it out. It's actually a really strong trade. It's in the pink with the blue coming on the MACD. So the MACD looks very strong. We're also here, you can see we have a double bottom forming here. Bottom, another double bottom starting to move up. Nice, homie. In deep. Yeah, you got to be in deep, man. But so this is basically the trade. And we've been working through the trade. It could basically very normal for it to come back down to the bottom of the trend line one more time. As you can see, we're coiling up. We could also basically make this the trend line. Keep changing positions. What I teach here, Nick, every day on a daily basis is a 5-step trading process that basically has basically the first thing is, do you have a bullish pattern? People that don't know patterns, I have a great video explaining how to find the bullish patterns. And basically, if you just go to my channel, you go down to the earliest video that you could ever have seen in my channel here. And videos, boom. And we go all the way down. Channel has been slowly growing. And we go all the way down here. And this right here is a great video. It's charting works, and I even have a link here where you can download the charts from my Google Drive, public Google Drive link. And so basically I look for these patterns here all the time, and I play them, and I look for the ones that are a 68% chance of break to the upside. So 68%, 68%, 68%, 68%. These are continuation patterns and reversal patterns. I don't like the bilateral. I will play a bilateral, but obviously it's a 50%, so I'm losing 18% on the probability of the move, right? Bitcoin holding at 10.55 and about to flag as well, so we're seeing that. It's good. Yeah, all stop losses are, and I'm gonna basically, I also teach people. So basically, I look for, this is what I teach. You look for a bullish pattern, number one. Number two, you only buy bottom of the trend line. You never buy anything that's up in the middle of a pattern. Unless you're looking for a breakout, you can buy a breakout. But I like bottom of the trend line way better than a breakout, because look, had we bought here, we could have cleared 2 or 3% with no stop loss getting hit. Had we bought here, we cleared 2 or 3% with no stop loss getting hit. Again, it was similar with this falling wedge here. I mean, this rising wedge, which ended up playing to the upside, which was extremely bullish. See this here, and you would have bought the bottom of the trend line. Then I also take into account my second checklist. So the first part of the checklist is it in a bullish pattern? The second part of the checklist is there a MACD crossing? Like, are we pink on the MACD with the blue line? And yes, we have that here. Boom, right? That also is the addition to the trade. And then the third thing is the RSI in a bullish pattern, or do we see divergences? So we look for divergences as well. And then on top of that, we do 1% of your entire portfolio per trade can only be risk. So you should only be risking 1% of your portfolio in every given trade. That means if you have a $10,000 portfolio, you can only risk $100. That being said, you then find your actual position size by your stop loss on the chart. Right here, we would say, okay, 2%. And then you would say, okay, Sam says I can only use, if I have $8,000, I can only risk $80 a trade, which is 1%. So what you do is you then take your stop loss, which I gave you here at 2%, 0.02, you divide it by your $80, and that gives you your position. No, hold on. You take your $80, you divide it by the stop loss, 0.02, and that gives you your position size. So you could risk $4,000 on this trade and only risk $80, and you know, who knows, 10, 20, and try to run it. So that's basically the risk-free way to get into a trade. That is my system that I teach consistently. I do online tutoring, one-on-one screen shares if you ever want, something that I really like to do, and I think people benefit from it a lot and learn a lot as well. I see another pattern in this pattern, so let's just keep drawing patterns. Right now I see this. We got 2 touches in the top of the trend line. I see a bull flag right here. We could come back down to this trend line now and start making our moves. This is very bullish though. You can see we're just making higher lows. Here's a low, higher low, higher low, higher low. This thing is in an uptrend and it's on its way. Look for this trade probably to go very well. It has all the fixings and the lovings of a wonderful trade. So guys, I'm gonna run, man. I can't close this trade in front of you, even though I really, 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 really want to. I am up again another 3.5%. Remember, we took profits earlier in the day as well on this trade. So shout out to the Muser for getting me into the trade. Shout out to Magic Shack Media. If you guys in New York and you need some video production in the Hoboken, New York, tri-state area, please go to Magic Shack Media. Google Magic Shack. I think we can find his website and give him a plug right now. Magic Shack. Yeah, go to Magic Shack Media, guys. Check it out. He's done a lot of big things. Really cool, interesting guy. He's also a big time trader. But yeah, he's done interviews on the red carpet. A lot of awesome stuff. So check out Magic Shack Media. Just wanted to plug him real quick. He's a really good friend of mine. I'm happy that he came onto the stream. It's really cool. So we should come back to the bottom of the trend line of the midi triangle and then start to make a move. That's what I see here. You can see, you know, forming patterns inside of patterns. So my stop loss is 1% in profit. I have no worries. I can't lose. I'm going to go start my day and get out of the trading station for a little while. It's 1 o'clock. Have a bunch of different things to do today. So with that being said, I love you guys. You mean the world to me. Is there anything I can go over real quick just before I go? Anyone in the trade and they need help? Anyone not sure what's going on? They just need help. completely normal. We should hit, this is where you would enter the trade right now. Bottom of the trend line yet again. Boom. Yep, bounce. See it bounce right off the trend line like clockwork? I'm not a magician, guys. I'm just playing the odds in my favor over and over again. It's that simple. And again, look at this trade on the daily. Like, we got to look at the big picture. Also, the daily, this one actually is one of the few on the daily that's it's ripping in the middle of a rip. 4 hour about to have a nice freaking bounce, man, and it already is halfway through the trade that I gave to you guys on the 4 hour. You could have played this on the big scale and made nice gains as well. 27% from this line to that line. So about to have the cross. So the idea is not to get stopped out on this 1 minute before we have that cross in the 4 hour, right? So you're trying to play two ends against the middle in a way. But I like where I'm at in the trade. Put a lot of work into the trade, so yeah. All right, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. And remember, if you came to my channel, then you're already doing the right thing. Remember, crypto is life. It's nothing else, guys. Nothing else.